too. So
Hey,
everybody's
everybody.
gonna know.
What's up? We're
Hey,
so excited.
insiders!
This is the moment.
This is.
It's the moment magic was made for, you know.
Wow, someone's
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Oh,
All right, welcome,
something happened over there.
insiders.
All good.
Cool.
Whoop.
Wow, look at that. I love. We're watching on all our phones, and so the noise goes off the second we do that. But
All right. Give
We
us.
would-
Why don't you?
yeah.
Can you?
Put it on screen.
Review
Oh, you
us?
want to put us on screen?
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
everybody.
insiders! Welcome, welcome.
Happy to be here.
This is our wrong
Before
side,
we get
sorry.
started, though,
Our post D23 Expo stream.
Yes.
this is post D23 deep dive, guys. We're
Deep
gonna
dive.
be
That's the whole point of this.
we're gonna be live for like an hour to 2 hours talking about everything that just happened.
Like,
and it was
literally all of
so
it.
fun.
Yeah, we want this to be a long live. We want to just have a really good time. And it's gonna be
Now-
be lots of fun.
Now, before we
Yeah.
get started, I do want to tell Instagram so that they
Yes.
can join the party. So give me
Yeah.
1 second.
We'd love
So
for you guys to be
are
here
gonna be
with
in our
us
Instagram promo.
while we tell
Be ready
Instagram.
for it with us.
Are you ready? Instagram, we're live.
We
Yes.
are live.
Deep dive into D23. We're talking every announcement, movies, parks, and legends. It's
You
gonna
guys
be so
do
fun.
not want to miss this. This is going to be everything.
So tap the link and come join the live.
Jump in now. Let's go.
Let's go.
Adam was
All right.
talking into
Things
the
are-
mic, even though that's not what the
I know.
phone can hear.
But it still looks cool.
Classic. Do
Like,
you have
you
the
know,
link?
visually.
No.
It was a nice visual, you know?
Yeah.
I thought it was nice.
D23 was a blast. You're so right, Jaden. I think this expo was some of the most fun I've had. 2022 was an amazing expo. I want to
Like,
give
that
it
was
its
pretty
flowers.
that was pretty cool.
But I'm just gonna kick things off by saying the Honda Center was a blast.
That was
I mean,
literally like
that was a great.
I'll
great
admit,
choice.
I was skeptical at first. Like,
Yeah.
I did not think I was going to enjoy it.
Yeah, no, but it
because-
was so fun.
but it was so great.
fun.
I will tell you, as someone short, it was a big relief not having to like lean over and try to look over people's heads the entire like
Yeah.
panel.
Well, because we were in arena this time, which was different than like the normal. We're kind of and
Flat
before it was like
room
the
with
grand
chairs.
ballroom of an expo, so literally flat chairs all the way back. So
Which-
having the risers, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, having the risers so I could see over people's heads was super duper nice.
Yeah, that was honestly really cool, and so we're a fan of that choice. I think that was really fun that Disney did that.
Hi
yeah, let's
everybody, it's good
go.
to see you guys. I
Welcome.
have TikTok over here so that I
Yes.
can get your comments.
I know we have other comments.
All right. What's up, guys? All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was making sure that Instagram was invited to the party and they're officially invited. So,
Yes, because we
Yes.
don't want anybody to miss all of these cool announcements because
so before
they were
we
pretty insane.
before we get started, have you guys been following what's been going on at D23? Have you either been at the expo or have you been like scrolling on your phones, refreshing, like trying to figure out what's going on? Like, where are you guys at on the D23 spectrum?
Right.
Yes.
Are you getting the announcements? Have you not been getting the announcements? If you followed us, you probably have a little bit of an idea of the announcements.
Yeah.
Because we've honestly been posting like a maniac.
Yeah, we've had
We
a really
have.
fun time posting as much as we can. We still have a bunch of stuff from the show floor to do. Hey, Jaden said he followed all of it. That's what we like to hear.
That's what we
honestly.
like to hear.
Hey,
Awesome.
Mia said watch every post.
Oh, when
we
you were there
made.
Sunday.
Yes.
So that's also exciting.
Oh yeah, see, that's great. Yeah, and so that's kind of the spectrum, right? Honestly, this was more announcements than we've gotten in 2 years. This was the biggest
All right.
sum of Disney news.
Tori said it flooded her FYP on TikTok. That's
Literally,
awesome.
that's so good to hear because, like,
That's
I don't
what
know.
we want.
It's
we
just
want,
what we want. We want you guys to get the news as soon as we get the news.
Yeah.
So-
hey, watched every post from Jackie. Let's go.
I can't
Hey,
wait.
Really
awesome.
grateful.
We're going to be discussing this. So even if you guys already know some of this information, it'll give us an outlet to talk about it.
Like, discuss your opinions, your thoughts, your feelings, your theories.
We've like personally been really, what's the word I'm looking for? Just really like
Enthralled.
enthralled in this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's like it's consumed our entire beings.
3
Yes.
days. 3 days. We were in the expo as pretty much as soon as it opened,
Mm-hmm.
and then all the way until we had to take a bus to get to the Honda Center, and then the Honda Center was like 3 hours of announcements.
And if you hear any of our voices crack, yes, you did, because we've been screaming like maniacs at all these panels. So
but
our
we
voices
want
are a little
to
shot.
talk for a minute about how this is gonna go. So if you know the news, that's good. But if you don't know the news, that's also really good because we're telling you on this stream. We're not doing like a insiders know club kind of thing. We're
No,
here
yeah,
to talk to you
everyone's gonna know
guys. We want it to be just like an open space to talk about the news. We'll talk about our reactions. You guys can comment and tell us yours. And if this is your first reaction in the comments,
Because while
it's gonna
this
be
is
good.
all about being insiders, it is also about becoming insiders for you guys.
All right, we're actually gonna start this off. I want to ask everybody their favorite thing. Adam's gonna go first, and
Wait,
then
are we
Kara.
talking announcement or just thing?
anything you want.
Yo.
Any soul piece to come out. Hey, what's up, Brandon?
What's up, Brandon?
Hey.
How's it going?
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay, so this is gonna be fun. We're gonna deep dive into everything.
All of it.
favorite thing.
Favorite thing. Okay, I gotta think. There was a lot. First thing I'm gonna say, and we did this in a post. So if you've seen it, we posted about it.
Yeah.
I have always, my entire life, wanted to see Pentatonics live, and never had the opportunity to, just because like we weren't in the right like city or the right spot. One time we were like going to Florida, but it was like the week after we were there.
Couldn't
and then
change our
just couldn't-
flights.
Yeah,
We
so
tried.
we haven't had good luck with seeing Pentatonics live. So when they stepped out at the Disney Parks panel and started singing a medley of all of the fireworks and nighttime entertainment, I lost my mind.
I was crying for sure.
so exciting. That was probably, to me, the most exciting part
Yeah.
for me. And I know that that's not like a big announcement or anything, but that moment was just so cool for me.
All right,
So-
am I allowed to pick 2?
Yes, but I want to say what's up,
Okay.
Congo. Good
What's
to see
up?
you.
What's
What's
up?
going
Good to
on?
see you.
Everyone's waving. I try and just highlight
Yeah,
these comments
hello.
real quick as
'Cause
we
you
go
guys are
by.
great.
All right.
That's
Karen,
exactly
Monsters, Inc.
that was what I was gonna say. One of
All
my
right,
favorite
all right,
announcements
Kara.
was for sure. My
What's your
favorite
favorite?
announcement was that Monsters Inc. world that they're adding to Hollywood Studios, because it's going to be a suspended roller coaster like your Adore in Monsters Inc.
Yeah,
Like I've always wanted to do that.
they nailed it with this one. Something that I think was a really cool theme of kind of just the overall vibe of every panel at the parks was the leadership loves the parks, and they really said that passionately this time.
They
And at the
did.
parks panel, Josh DeMauro came out and he's like, I have to say, ever since I watched Monsters Inc. and I've worked in Disney parks experiences and products, I've wanted to know what it felt like to swing from a door, and that finally gets to be something that comes to life. So
And the
maybe
other
he's
thing,
a good storyteller, or maybe that's something that he's dreamed of and this is his brainchild. But Monsters Inc. is going to be absolutely incredible in Hollywood Studios. That's a huge announcement. That's your single favorite thing, Kara?
that's my favorite announcement. My favorite thing that happened is we got to listen to Megan Trainor perform Feed the Birds live on stage.
Yeah.
And it was so emotional and moving and beautiful. She said she did such a great job. And I say I was sobbing for Pentatonics, and I was, but I was like truly
She was
bawling like a
Actually
baby during
weeping.
Feed the Birds.
Yeah.
Eric turned around and I'm like,
There's a video of it somewhere, but yeah,
there's a video of it somewhere, but I literally lost all composure. Although the biggest whiplash in the world is they immediately went into Indiana Jones.
they did.
And that was like very emotional whiplash because I was sobbing, and then the Indiana Jones score starts, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
It was-
oh, okay,
It
we're
was
going
it was a
for
pretty
this.
funny back and forth because
was,
they
it
were trying to keep
was.
announcements rolling at the parks panel, which was good. But yeah, as Kara said, like super emotional, Feed the Birds, and then she walked off, and then the Indiana Jones music started before anyone else came on stage.
Right.
So yeah,
I
we're
did not have time to recover.
Yes, we're gonna review all that. This was a quick piece of our favorite
Yeah.
thing.
Your favorite thing?
My favorite thing. So this is something I've said a couple times, and I think I'm going to stick with it. And that is that they announced an Encanto ride coming to Animal Kingdom, and they announced an entire like refacing of the Dino Land USA area of Animal Kingdom that I think is gonna look great.
I know a
But-
lot of people who are skeptical about that, but it looks really exciting what they're planning to do with it.
Yes, and they announced an Encanto ride coming to that. And what I've said, and I'll say again, if that Encanto ride is as good as I think it will be, that will be the single best ride Disney has ever made. And that's just how I feel personally. I think Encanto is an amazing world. And when they talk about going through each character's rooms from Casita, I think it's just such a cool vibe. And if they nail it where you walk in and it's huge and they let it just be this massive experience, I think that's going to be by far the coolest thing.
That is a really good point, and I think if they made it like almost a Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway trackless type, where you're like going from room to room on some adventure, like on the back of an animal, or because I think
Well,
they
they said
said
it's a household object that Casita is moving around.
yeah, and they also right.
Right. So that trackless work would really do super duper good for it.
I honestly think that's the direction they're gonna go, because
I hope so.
if you watch the movie, like Casita moves things around in almost a trackless kind of way. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense. Like the way she knocks the clock
kids off the
around, or
stairs.
The
It's
kids
off the
around.
stairs.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really, really cool.
Like if they can bring that to life, wow.
I also am kind of excited about a Lion King Splash Mountain coming to Disneyland Paris.
Maddie.
Did you
Yes.
guys hear about
Hi,
that?
Maddie.
Yeah, so Congo just talked about that. Lion King ride at Animal Kingdom. I know, I want to give TikTok a moment here. Those announcements blew my mind. You're so right, Delaney. And hi, Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
What's up?
Hi.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool to see all of like a Lion King version of Splash Mountain. And what's interesting about the concept art is that it was the live action Lion King in the concept art.
Right.
Which, how are they gonna do live act? I don't.
But he also referenced calling it an animated world. So I'm curious to see which route they actually go with it.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. They kind of are refacing, and this was funny because they announced the Lion King attraction, and then they kind of took a step back and they said, oh, by the way, this announcement means that we're changing the park in France. Like the extra park has a new name now, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
more
going
than
to be
just
called
France.
Disney Adventure World.
Yeah, so Disney Adventure World is now coming to France.
We are
Disneyland
getting ahead of
Paris.
ourselves here with the
announcements.
parks panels.
I know. We
I
really
know.
like the parks
I
panel.
mean, we asked people what their favorite thing was,
And now we're just
everybody
reading it.
has shared parks. Now, we did say we were going to go first into entertainment, which was
Although,
movies.
I would also like to pause for a second and say, we jumped into this assuming things. This is on people's FYP, as has been noticed. So you guys may not know us yet. If you don't, I'm Kara.
I'm Adam.
I'm Eric.
And we are
The Insiders, and we share the magic every day. And today we are sharing the magic of D23 with you guys.
Choose magic.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
That's our slogan. And if you want the Choose Magic merch, it's on our store, theinsiderstore.com. So you guys can head there to get some Choose Magic merch.
And
Choose the
before
Magic's the way
we
to go.
jump into the panels, can I share some magic that happened with us at D23?
Yes. Okay.
Because the most amazing thing happened. Some of you guys might be familiar with Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour and the friendship bracelet trend. And I love to see it taking over all things, including D23. So we have so many friendship bracelets from
We
this
go zoom
weekend
in.
that
Yes.
are just incredibly
I think
kind
maybe
and
just hold it up
beautiful. And
If
they
you
brought
zoom
me
in, it looks
so
better.
much joy. Are you going to zoom in? We'll bring them closer for TikTok too. The first one is my favorite.
Oh, it's upside
Um,
down. Go more. Just go look
Oh, wait.
back there.
Hold on.
It'll look really cool if you zoom.
You guys, one of our fans came up to us and they brought us these Choose Magic friendship bracelets.
They made us custom.
Woo.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
They made us custom friendship bracelets that say Choose Magic on them. Where is it?
And they're
Say Choose
orange
Magic
and they're
on
just so pretty.
I wish you guys could see it a little better.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get the point.
We'll
You
post
get the
photos
point.
of it later.
All right, this is zoomed in now. You should go zoom out because right now it's just me vibing, kind of like the Honda Center. Yeah. All right.
1 second. Something popped up.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
What?
always pushing buttons. Just
Wait, Karen.
no. Just hit
No,
OK.
1 second. Just
That's all right. Little bit of a delay here. TikTok said something to us. That's why we're live on YouTube as our primary and Facebook because you guys get the studio stuff. But we love our people on that platform as well.
I
So,
don't know why that happened.
anyways, yeah, I do feel like I'm talking in kind of a low voice, and it's just because I lost my voice. I really did. Okay.
Okay.
Restart it.
Ooh, wait, someone just said that. Oh, it ended. Someone said
ended.
they saw me at the parks panel. Yeah, that was really fun.
That
I
was really
I was
cool.
on camera at the Honda
Yeah,
Center.
that should really be your favorite thing.
I mean, we said favorite. I mean, that was pretty cool.
That was
But
pretty
my
rad.
favorite thing is still about the experiences and the announcements. As
All
much
right.
as it was cool to be featured at the Honda Center, that was fun.
Hello again,
Um,
TikTok. Welcome back. We don't quite know what happened, but we are still talking about D23.
Yes. Anyways, yeah, I wish the Lion King ride would have been at Animal Kingdom. It is always tough when they do a panel like this at the parks. It's like, man,
I wish that was closer.
I wish that was closer because they're announcing some cool things for France, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and
Slow down. We're not starting a parks panel.
no, but we're just
No, we're
chatting
just
while
chatting
you were doing
about-
other things.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
talking
Yeah.
about this comment here about
Cool.
wishing the ride would have been closer.
So before we jump into parks panel, though, we should start at D23 day one. What was it like
Day
when we
one?
got there on day one?
Arrival at the expo. Okay, I gotta give a moment for the cosplayers.
You,
You guys
guys,
were
you
awesome
pulled
this
out
year.
all the stops this year. I love to see it.
Yeah, we didn't do any outfits. We wore like this, which this says like D23 on it. We did some fun outfits.
Choose Magic, of
Choose
course.
Magic. They were not official cosplays as characters,
Right.
but it was really fun. It was really fun
You
to
know,
see
I
all the
say
people.
every year that I'm going to do a cosplay, and maybe I will next year, but I was pretty happy with my choice this year. We wore D23 merch, Disney merch, always fun.
Yeah, it was kind of like a high-end, like dressed Disney kind of look, which was really fun.
Yeah.
So we liked it. So while it wasn't a costume, but we do have costumes coming up for Halloween time, of course.
Exactly.
But while it wasn't a costume, it was very Disney.
Yes.
You know us.
Hey,
Yes.
our focus is bouncing on TikTok.
That's okay.
That's
That's
okay.
okay. That's okay. You guys can hear our voices. That's what matters.
Yeah.
So
All right, day one recap. So like we said, we gave a moment to the cosplayers. I think we should go to the show floor. I'm trying to envision, and there's some videos actually on the phone
Of the
that
show
just kind of
floor.
experience our first time walking out on the show floor. And a big one for that was art.
yes. Now, you guys, we will be posting a vlog of our first time on the expo floor. We have like a lot of content coming out soon. So if you haven't subscribed yet on our YouTube channel, you should subscribe on our YouTube channel.
You should,
'Cause
because
we
we,
have-
are going to be posting all of that like content.
And it was really kind of nice. So when we were going to the expo, we stayed at the Howard Johnson's Anaheim. Where
Yes.
else do we say? We love it there so much.
Heck yeah.
Close to the convention center, and it was cheaper to actually like Uber or Lyft from there to the convention center than park every day. So
Yeah.
that was good. It obviously wouldn't be cheaper from where we live, but staying at Hojo was really great.
It was a lot
and-
closer, and we didn't have to get up quite as early.
And while you technically could walk, it would have taken us probably 20 to 25 minutes. So we just took an Uber because it was faster. But technically, it could be considered walking distance because, you know,
I don't think I would. I think it's
I-
like a full
like 20 or 25 minutes.
full
yeah.
25, 30-minute walk.
okay,
yes.
so if you've ever walked to the park from Howard Johnson's, it's like double that to the convention center.
Triple, maybe 4x. That's just me. I thought it was
I don't
really
know.
far.
But anyway, we Ubered there every day, and that was fantastic and easy and fun.
If you are determined, it is walking distance.
Yes. So if you
I get
guys
it.
Haven't, you should totally check out the Howard Johnson's Anaheim. And if you tell them that the Insiders sent you, that's us. You can for sure get the best rate on your next stay. We like to do that for you guys. So anyway, well, that's where we were staying.
Day one, though.
We get these cute little ducks.
Yeah.
That's why we stay at Hojo for the most
Yeah,
part.
for the ducks.
For the ducks.
But it was great. And then we got to the expo, walked on. Expo 4 was huge this year because
Yeah, it was massive.
all the space that they normally would have reserved for like panels and things, they opened up that space because that was now at the Honda Center.
I think the way they did it, like Hall D is where they always had the parks panel, the movie panel, things that had to hold like 7,000 people. And they literally moved that all to the Honda Center and they made that massive room all part of a bigger show floor. So that
They
was really
did.
cool.
So does anyone have any guesses on how many people were in the Honda Center for this event?
Any
Yeah.
ideas? Any guesses?
If you
any
know
thoughts,
each night.
feelings?
They had this many
Emotions.
people every single night in the Honda Center. And it wasn't full. That's
yeah,
what
it
also
wasn't
what was crazy.
full. That was the
Like
crazy
it
part.
definitely wasn't full. There were plenty of seats.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't empty,
It wasn't
No.
empty, but like,
but
Well,
there were.
it was a
and it was
packed
mostly
house.
individual seats that were open.
Right. It was a
which-
packed house. It's just that they had to keep some sections full based on having like room for the stage. Like it's a circular arena. They obviously didn't use the back part because that's where they were presenting. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
Ooh, we
Ooh,
have
okay.
a guess that says 22,000.
Ooh.
Nice. I
Does
know.
anyone think 22,000 people at Honda Center?
Could be.
Could be.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Does anyone have any guesses on how many
He
people
did
were
say
at the
maybe.
Honda
That's
Center?
funny. Any guesses?
It's pretty impressive, especially compared to previous D23s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was a rowdy, excited crowd. It was
It
like
was. The energy
20,000.
was unmatched.
Yeah.
it was loud. It was
A big bunch. You know what?
You're
I
right,
can
Tammy.
confirm
They were
It was a big bunch.
for sure.
these standing ovations.
We got a 10,000 here.
There were honestly 2 to 4 standing ovations per night. Like
Maybe more.
Maybe
more
more.
for
Maybe
the
more.
more for the legends. That was every legend.
Every legend got a standing ovation, and not just every legend, but there was one part. Well, now I'm getting ahead of myself. I
Yeah.
apologize. But anyway, it was very loud.
It was very loud.
We'll get to that in a
very,
second.
very loud.
We're
the
trying to
correct
tell
answer
this as linearly as possible because
not going well.
no, we are known to divert
just
a lot,
excited.
and we're
Yeah.
trying not to. So
Anyways, the correct answer is 12,000 people a night were at the Honda Center. It was crazy. Like we said, some sections could have been bigger, but it was just about what sections they chose to fill and sell tickets for because
Mm-hmm.
of the view. Because they had this massive, massive screen at the Honda Center. It was really fun. I
Did
don't think
anyone
it was
see
like
the video of Eric on those massive screens at the Honda Center? Though? I
that's
don't know.
so
still
funny.
getting ahead of ourselves here.
No, but like we
No,
have-
but it was pretty. It
Eric-
was bizarre.
Eric
I'm going to be
took up-
completely honest with you.
Eric's face took up 40% of the screen space,
it must
Literally.
have been like 50 feet, like 5 stories. They were tall screens.
and it was
I mean, it's
zoomed
gotta
in
be.
from like here to here.
I was
And-
actually wearing this. I like you couldn't even see the O's on Choose Magic. It was pretty much here, and then it cut off at like my face.
Yeah, Jaden saw you. He was there. He was like, "Hey, that's Eric."
that was so funny.
Okay, if you were there, you can absolutely tell these people it was nobody, and then it was Eric, and then it was nobody.
That was the funny thing. It's not like they were doing a crowd shot section. It was like what was going on the stage, and then me, and then back to what was going on the stage. It was really funny.
It was so
was.
funny. It was literally just Eric's face. It made our day, honestly.
It did.
I was cracking
It
up.
was awesome.
I barely had time to react before I was off camera, of course, because it was just that little like snippet. But it was so fun, and so many people. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cool. Practically before I was even off screen, I was getting texts being like, "Hi, Eric. Eric, we saw you. Someone sent me a picture of it. Someone sent me a video."
Everyone's like, so how did it feel to be on the big screen
I know,
last night?
I know. And then I was like, the show floor the next day, people were stopping me like, "Hey, we saw you last night."
So, Eric, how did it feel to be on the show floor last night?
It was so cool. Oh man, so there was a DJ.
Not
He was
last night, but-
playing this hip hop version of Grim Grinning Ghost from Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
And I was just vibing. I was just having a good time, clapping along because they were doing the thing where they tell the audience to clap. Hey, thank you, Drew. He said if he was directing, he would have done a close up of Eric.
That's why
The guy
That's
thought so
awesome.
too, but it was so funny because we were literally just like, I don't know, having a good time, and then they have this massive camera, like way bigger
okay,
than any camera
If you
we
want
use.
an idea on how close up this close up shot was, we were in aisle seats, and Eric was the aisle in front of me,
Yeah, so
and
Kara
you
and
could not see me. I was right behind him.
I was here. Kara was right behind me. Couldn't
like,
see Kara.
No, that's how close up it was. It was wild.
It
But it was so fun,
hilarious.
and I was just dancing along, and this massive camera comes around, like I said, bigger than anything we use. You set the camera down, and they go up on me, and I was like, I wonder if this is for the jumbotron or if it's for some internal use that I'll never see or what it was. And then I was like, I'm just gonna dance and have a good time.
Exactly.
And then it happened, and then I was up there, and then I was gone, and then I had like a million texts. It was so funny.
All
Yeah.
right. But that was technically day 2. So let's go back to day 1.
Yeah, so this is day 1 recap. That happened on day 2, but the comments, people were like, "We saw you," so we had to
address that.
had to comment on that.
So let's start with the movies. Do we have any movie fans here?
Yes.
Disney movie fans,
Disney movie fans.
honestly, it better be all of you because it's all of us. Too.
yeah, so
Yeah.
night 1 at Honda Center was so much fun, and this was called the Disney Entertainment Showcase. And so the whole point of it was a look into what movies we're going to see 2026, 2027, like really far into the future. This was our first look at a lot of cool projects.
And remember, Disney's coming off a high right now. They just had $1.5 billion, highest grossing animated movie of all time, Inside Out 2.
They just had Deadpool, which did like
It just passed $1 billion.
Yeah,
Wow.
Deadpool
Just-
and Wolverine,
yeah.
while the expo was going on, passed $1 billion.
Yeah.
There was one more thing, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah, just a lot of movie
Just a
success.
lot of movie success,
This
which
was
is
it.
good to hear.
Disney Plus is officially profitable, which I thought was interesting.
Yes.
That's kind of finance talk, but Disney did announce that at their quarterly shareholder meeting, and I thought that was really interesting.
Why are they restricted?
I don't know. Just hit OK. It doesn't matter. There you
No,
go. Okay.
don't hit okay. Hit submit feedback.
No. That's so weird. Anyways, the technical side is getting a little complicated here. I think we should just
Yeah.
turn it off. Anyways, so as I said, that was the other thing
That's
is that
so funny. Get this. You guys are going to crack up.
you guys are gonna laugh at this.
What
So-
happened?
TikTok is just banned our stream because it seems like we're promoting a product or service without telling them because we're talking about Disney.
That's so
what it is.
interesting. We're just talking
We're
about
just
Disney
talking about Disney, and they're
because we
like,
love it.
yeah, and they're like, it seems like you're promoting a brand, so you have to disclose that. It's like, what?
We definitely paid to go to D23 and
Yeah,
did not get
for
paid to
sure.
go to D23. We paid more than
The only
we'd
thing
like
I got
to
for
say.
free was a T-shirt.
Kara did get a free T-shirt
That
for
was it.
being a Percy Jackson
gonna
fan.
do
But
a merch call in a
everybody
minute.
got a free T-shirt. So,
We're gonna.
well, everybody who showed up.
Yeah, Adam and I didn't show up, so we didn't get a free T-shirt. But Kara did. She's the big Percy Jackson fan, so
I'm very happy
that was
with
good
it.
stuff. But I'm going to comment and highlight Secret Avenger, Captain America: Brave New World. We got a very cool look at this movie, and I was not expecting. So I don't know how to say this quite right, but Harrison Ford is playing the villain in the new Captain America movie, and he does that by playing the president. And
He
it was
plays Everett Ross. I believe his name is Everett.
that's okay.
Ross is definitely his last name. But he was the secretary who broke up the Avengers with the Sokovia Accords.
You got to talk human
That's
talk.
pretty deep cut.
Okay, I know.
Sokovia Accords. Is
So,
that a song?
Fine. In Captain America Civil War, he's the guy who broke up the Avengers and basically made Iron Man and Captain America enemies.
So I'm gonna back this up even more. In the movie Civil War,
We don't have-
someone no, it's okay. Someone tells the Avengers that they're being too damaging, and even though they save the day, there's too much damage.
Basically, the Incredibles plotline.
Right. So just like the Incredibles movies. Anyways, there's a new movie out where the same guy who did that is now the president and wants to build the Avengers back, but he has bad intentions, and the mastermind, evil villain behind that is
Ah.
Harrison Ford.
Well,
But see, the question is,
according
does
to
he
the
have
trailer, we'll see.
bad intentions?
According to
They
the
left
trailer,
that very ambiguous, I think.
anyways, according to the trailer, that bad guy is Harrison Ford, and we saw him get his Disney Legend Award. He's played Indiana Jones.
Speaking of The Incredibles, though, we are getting Incredibles 3.
Incredibles 3, you guys. Ooh,
Adam.
you gotta stop dropping that, man. But oh my goodness, we are so excited for that.
Yeah, so we got Incredibles 3. That was another announcement that came from day one, because this is the day one recap.
Day
and we
one
really
recap.
don't want it to be as crazy as it is. But you
No,
know,
that
we're
was the
just-
middle
we're
of
just-
the movie's
we're
panel.
just having a good
but
time.
you know,
here.
that's okay.
So we got Incredibles 3, and I'm so excited about Incredibles 3. Do we have any theories, thoughts, opinions about Incredibles 3?
What do we
yeah,
think
Jaden.
Excuse me.
Anyways,
Voice is gone.
Kara wants to know what people think is going to be the plot of Incredibles 3.
Right? Like,
I was pretty surprised too. I honestly wasn't ready for Incredibles 3. I'm ecstatic, but I didn't anticipate another one.
yeah.
I have to say,
I would like to back up one step and say, do we think we're getting, like, is there a time jump or not?
Oh, I bet you, I don't
my
know.
guess is no. So I'm just gonna put my thoughts on Incredibles 3. I said going into the movie panel, I wanted info on Frozen 3 because we knew it was coming. I wanted info, and I wanted to hear announced that Incredibles 3 was coming. So I was a very happy Disney fan that
The
night.
third thing we wanted did not happen, and that was an announcement that Tangled 2 was coming, which
We
we
are-
did not
didn't
get.
expect that, but we did want it.
We did want it, you know?
We are wanting some Tangled news, whether it's in the theme parks or in a sequel or something. 'Cause we
Something
love
Tangled. We
I
love
just love
Tangled.
Tangled.
Anyways,
Anyway.
but this is about Incredibles for a minute. So, in the past, like they said, they tried to age the characters for Incredibles 2 and it didn't work. So they made the Underminer literally the opening scene, which is the very last scene of the first Incredibles. And in a
Yes.
very similar way, the last scene of Incredibles 2, there's a bad guy right as Violet's about to go on her movie date, which is a scene that's so funny.
It is. And, okay, the Underminer got away, just going to say.
Yeah, that's true too.
So
be the
he's
villain
still
of the
out
third.
there.
Yeah,
That's true.
So I think they don't age the kids, but I think it would be so fun if they did. I think Jade makes a good
Well,
point.
like, I want to see Jack. I want to see if he keeps all of his powers or if this is a temporary baby thing.
Next up, I'm keeping it rolling. Sorry, guys.
Keeping it up. No, that's
Yeah.
okay. We need
Toy
this.
Story 5.
Which we know the plot of, and it sounds fascinating.
Well, we know the concept.
Okay, fine.
The concept of Toy Story 5 is pretty cool. And their concept is, when they announced it at D23, is that they're going to be doing toys versus technology. And
Yikes.
that's going to be the plot of the movie. And they also announced that there's going to be an army of Buzz Lightyear action figures that are stuck in toy mode.
Exactly.
And that's going to be one of the villains is the wrong term, but like antagonists or
Yeah.
comedic
Yeah.
moments
That's,
or
yeah, we'll see
whatever.
what that really turns into. Those are pretty much the only two things that we know.
I think it's kind of fun though. What do you guys think? Technology versus toys and an
Right.
army full of Buzz Lightyear action figures.
This
stuck in
is
toy mode.
a sad thing. So I have to say, it was funny sitting in the Honda Center for this announcement because they put up the screen image of a young kid staring at a screen, and
Under
the
a
toys
blanket.
were like in the background, just looking sad, like oh no, and it was just so real, and it was like
I'm
no,
like-
it was so real, no, but like
This is
in
how
the
I
audience.
feel. Like every time
Well,
I decide to
wait.
use.
In the Honda Center, they showed that image, and the guy on stage said versus technology, and collectively the crowd went, oh no. They were so they were so torn because it was so real and so disappointing.
But then also like we'll see what happens.
I know. I will also say that in the Toy Story universe, when we just left it, Woody wasn't there.
I know.
And Woody's in the concept art.
Next to Buzz,
But next to Buzz,
We knew
So,
they
like,
couldn't
what
stay
happens to-
separate.
we knew
you
that,
can't.
like-
they're probably gonna like bring
What are
them
they
back
gonna do,
together.
though?
No, in the first 3 minutes of the movie, they're gonna be back together. That's my theory.
right?
That's
Like
a
she
good
finds
point.
her toy.
Yeah, just instantly.
Yeah.
Just gonna be
Like,
like,
oh, look, there's Woody.
yeah.
We've seen this a lot. Worried for Toy Story 5. I was worried for 3 and 4, so I totally get you.
I do.
totally get you.
I do.
They're all good.
Honestly,
They're
all
fun
They're all
movies.
good. None are as good as the first two,
yeah.
Yeah,
but they're all good.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So anything else in the movie category? We got like Hopper is a brand new movie
That was
that we
cool.
haven't
So
heard of.
that is a truly brand new announcement, which I totally respect because like I said, some things like the Captain America movie, we already knew Harrison Ford was the villain. We knew he was the president. We knew the plot of the movie. And we
Right.
saw like a better look at it just visually, but it was nothing new. And so, like Adam's saying, Hopper, brand new Pixar movie.
We don't know what it's about though. They just said.
Yes, we do. Kind
well,
of.
I don't know.
It's
I
about.
didn't get it.
Oh, you didn't get it?
No. You
Okay.
just.
Well,
Alright,
it's
Tara.
basically it's about scientists that are putting a human brain into an animal brain,
It's like Avatar.
and it's the adventure of this little girl in the brain of a beaver.
Yeah, so you know how in Avatar the dude can't walk and then he puts the thing on and he can walk as the blue dude and
Yeah.
then the whole world. So this girl is like that except that she's a beaver.
So it's
Except that she's a
it's
beaver.
Avatar for kids.
Yes.
Yes.
That's my theory.
Love it. That's that dumbed down. It's Avatar for kids.
Basically,
I like it.
Some Disney
But
exec is just
another
hearing
one
this and is like,
that's a
they're
little
on to
close-
us.
Another new Pixar movie that's a little closer to coming out is Elio,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
looks
Coming out,
super
I
cute.
think
That was
December?
another announcement. We're kind of going not completely linear, but everything we're talking about is something that was announced at the movie panel.
Right.
Yes.
We haven't
Um,
gone linearly through
This is another
Marvel
one I'm
yet,
excited
but so
for.
far we've gotten all Pixar.
Moana 2. They said that's coming out soon.
Yeah, that's November
I will
of this
tell
year.
you, the
3
announcement
months.
they did was incredible.
It was. We
They
got
had The Rock and Ali Carvalho come on. I really hope I said that right.
Yeah, that was pretty good actually.
it's
I'm
not bad.
impressed.
Auli Creveo.
Creveo?
Creveo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, she came out and they sang the brand new song from Moana 2, and it was really good. It was
It was
so
a really
fun.
good. I think this is gonna replace like We Know the Way from the first Moana movie.
That's kind of the
That's
vibe
what
it
it
was
felt
giving.
like.
Yeah.
I will also say this is something Eric said. Well, I'll let you say it. It was about Lynn.
Yeah. We're sad that Lynn isn't writing the music for Moana 2, but then they came out and sang this song. Ali'i was singing, and it was fantastic.
It was really
She
good.
came out singing. Her voice is amazing. She sounds like Moana. Like any Disney princess that goes on stage, you can say
They
this,
just
but
start talking, and you're like, wow.
you close your eyes and you see the princess talking, and so
Yeah, there was a panel. This is back to Legend Ceremony, but just for 2 seconds. They did a part of the show where they had 5 Disney princesses come out, and literally their talking voices all sounded like their Disney princess.
yeah,
And Ali'i was exactly the same with Moana.
yeah,
so it was
that's
just
what
kinda
made it fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was so
Yeah.
great.
But yes, Moana 2 does look very good.
So good.
So good.
They also Disney knows what they're doing. They introduced Antonio in Encanto, and he was the cutest character in the world. And his relationship with Mirabelle was one of my favorite parts of the movie. And I think that's what they have going with Moana's little sister. They
'Cause she's
actually
adorable.
they aged the whole cast of this movie. It's been like 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of cool.
I think she's
It's
20 now.
interesting.
Moana is 20.
Moana looks kind of old actually. Like
Yeah.
they actually aged her really well. And now Moana has a 3-year-old little sister, which is going to be so cute.
yeah.
Like,
in the
she's
film.
so cute.
And she was like interacting with the sister in the trailer, and it just reminded me of Mirabelle and Antonio, and so I'm really excited for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I think it's going to be really, 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 really good. I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
We got the Snow White trailer. That looked
We
great. We
did.
also got to see
Yes.
the entirety of the Whistle While You Work music video.
Yeah, we saw that. That was I
As
guess
D23
a
guest
Honda
specials.
Center exclusive. We saw that
Exactly.
whole scene.
You know what was
Beautiful.
interesting about Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs is they animated the dwarves. I didn't.
it was kind of interesting.
It was very interesting.
It wasn't
So,
bad. It
It's
looked pretty good.
It's like a live action movie. I mean,
it is. Yeah.
Rachel Zegler was obviously real, right?
I mean, yeah.
But the dwarves were definitely animated. They were definitely computer generated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were. Yeah. I just thought it was interesting. I think it gave them the ability to make them a little goofier.
Yeah.
know?
A little more accurate to how they were as cartoons.
Well, yeah, because
Just
it's
'cause
still
they're
animated.
goofier. Exactly.
Right. It was a choice, and I think
We're just gonna stick with it and see
I
how
don't
it
know.
goes.
I'm just curious at this point.
they've committed to it. So now this is what we got.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Disney's done a ton of live action movies. I can't wait to see where this one ranks.
And I
though.
think I think it's a good move. It gives the dwarves an ability to be more playful and to be less serious and to be kind of fun. So we'll see. Yeah, I kind of agree, Jaden. The live action remakes aren't my favorite. I mean,
this is a very good point.
They're
though.
not my favorites.
but they are good. I mean, I don't think they've
am-
been bad.
See, on the topic of the colors, I am worried about them being a little oversaturated. but I don't know if that's just because it's still a
They
work
looked
in
fun.
progress.
I liked it.
I love deep colors personally.
I liked it.
love
I thought it was fun.
deep colors. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
figure
Jaden
it
makes
out.
a great point about some of the other movies looking kind of bland. I thought Aladdin.
That's true. Aladdin
Kinda
had that
same
issue.
thing.
I mean, Jasmine's outfits were pretty, but the rest
Yeah.
of it was just kind of desaturated.
So anyway, you guys can let us know your thoughts. We don't quite know yet. We'll see how it
Disney
turns out.
live actions, I have to say, as a whole, are some of the biggest question marks, and I don't think I don't think there's anything
But
wrong
they
with saying
almost
that.
always make $1 billion.
Right,
I mean,
they're
So,
great
like,
movies. Live action Lion King.
We'll see how it goes. Speaking of live action Lion
hold
King.
on.
No,
We're just talking about live actions for a minute.
but
The next one coming, I know. I was just trying to finish my point.
I'll let you
fine.
finish
What was your point?
My point, the live action Disney movies, like I said, are the biggest question mark. Pixar always has its thumbprint. It always has a fingerprint. It looks so good and it's always emotional. Disney animated always tells an amazing story, whether it's Moana or Frozen or Encanto.
Right.
Live action Disney remakes of the animated movies are a question mark. And that's okay. I thought
They
Lion
just
King was
always are.
great. Aladdin was pretty good.
Yeah.
Cinderella was very neutral, right?
Yeah.
It was the first one.
I
so.
Right.
love Beauty and the Beast.
Love Beauty and the Beast.
Maleficent was entirely
Maleficent-
different.
So Maleficent was a fine movie
I just don't
But-
think
in comparison to
The
Sleeping
anim-
Beauty.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get
they
that.
did not feel like the same story to me.
But
Yeah.
like at all.
I know. I honestly,
Stitch Lover.
yeah.
That would be my-
Honestly,
so good.
he looks so cute.
Yeah.
He looks adorable.
Let's pause this. Like, what do you guys think of live action Lilo
I'm
and
gonna
Stitch?
pull up a picture of Stitch.
Yeah, you should try to pull up a picture of Stitch. So Stitch, I don't know if you guys remember when they did live action Sonic and it was so bad that they had to redo it and make it
I was honestly, I
better.
was really concerned that was gonna happen with Stitch.
The
I
internet.
was concerned about live action Stitch, but this guy is pretty dang cute. Honestly, I
Like-
like him.
I just want to hug him.
I know.
Don't you just want to hug
Even
him?
with those teeth.
Even with those teeth.
Teeth included.
Now,
You know he wouldn't use
still
them against
not
you.
better than animated Stitch.
No.
But
Never
it's
was
not
going to be.
supposed
All
to
right, it's
be.
gonna cover the screen in just a second, guys. This is
Look at
what
him.
live action Stitch looks like, and I have to say, all things
I
considered,
just want to hug him.
all things considered, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like we said, Sonic got bullied off the internet because he did not look good, and I agree with that. Like
I know.
I was there. I'm
they
a
did
big Sonic
a really
fan.
great job of making him look like a cross between a pug and a koala.
He just kind of he has a dog like quality.
Uh-huh.
Quality.
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 So anyway, what are your thoughts on live action Stitch? I am very excited. We'll see. And then next up in the live action category, this is actually how they ended the night. I don't know. I think we can pretty much move on after this.
Wendy said he's like a blue Grogu. I love him.
Yes.
I love him too.
This is the comment right here.
I think-
Exactly.
I think we're going to adore him once we see the movie, especially. I already love him, but
Well,
I
and
think he's
I'm
going
not
to be that
lie. He has to have. He's adorable, but he also has to have a certain
Monster quality.
yes, because literally everyone
Alien.
else except Lilo was terrified of him.
cute.
Yes.
Aliens are attacking my house.
Exactly.
And so I think I'm very excited. I think it's gonna look fantastic. And Stitch, they captured the Stitch energy so perfectly
Also-
in the Honda Center. And I think obviously it's because it's Stitch. You know,
Also,
like,
this
we
is a
love
valid
Stitch.
concern.
This is a very good point. Love
Like-
Stitch, concerned about the other aliens.
like,
yeah.
what are they gonna do with Pleakley?
Or
Or
Dumba.
Jumba.
Gantu's gonna be huge, like huge. Like he's gonna look like Thanos. I mean, think about it. I'm just saying.
I mean, the dude kind of looks like a whale anyway, phissically.
Honestly,
what I'm curious about.
this is a decent concern.
Yeah,
a-
Jamba and other aliens. The one I have a question about. Cobra Bubbles.
Even the
is
councilwoman.
he Terry Crews? Is
Please,
Terry
can he
Crews?
be Terry Crews?
Please be Terry Crews.
If he's not Terry Crews, can he be Samuel L. Jackson?
No, I
Yeah.
think he has to be Terry Crews.
I agree. I like.
That's
I can't
hilarious.
see anyone else.
Okay, so let's
I
move
mean, I
on
tried
now.
Samuel L. Jackson,
After live action
Terry Crews.
Stitch, they also did live action. Ooh, wait. No, it's fine. Don't do this. Yeah,
but this
okay.
is a fan cast.
So after live action Lilo and Stitch, there was also, to end the night, they did live action Mufasa?
Yes.
Live action Mufasa.
Live action Lion King 2.
Yeah.
And
But it's called
Mufasa.
Mufasa the Lion King.
yeah,
It's the name
because
of the
it's
movie.
like it's a prequel, not a sequel.
Right.
Although, it opens the door for a live action Lion King 2
It does. Guys,
because they're telling this. It's the premise of it is Rafiki, Timon, and Pumbaa telling the story to a young lion cub, a child of Simba and Nala. And I'm like,
So
Kiara?
let's talk about this for 1 second. Just the saddest scene of the entire night.
The
What?
entire week.
Week.
Entire
No,
week.
Like, there were some tears, but the saddest scene of the entire week was at that movie panel when they showed us a clip from Mufasa.
They showed us a song that Leonard wrote for it. Because, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda doing the music
And
for the
Lin-Manuel
record.
Miranda came out, and it was beautiful.
It was amazing.
I can't tell you a word he said.
Yeah. it
Because
so
I was just
funny.
like, oh my gosh, that's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Hamilton.
That's Hamilton. I
Yeah.
can hear him.
But the
But, yeah.
saddest, they showed us an entire song that he wrote for the movie, and it's about Scar, who's known as Taka, which is Swahili for trash. Taka,
It is.
Taka, who saves Mufasa's life because he's always wanted a brother.
And the
it
song is called I've Always Wanted a Brother.
And
And the weird thing to me is that the whole plot of Lion King has always been Mufasa was the known ruler and Scar was the brother who was not going to get the throne. And the
Right.
plot of this movie is that Mufasa isn't even related to the king and he's not the bloodline. He's an orphan. He's alone.
So what is he going to do to earn
And
the
Scar,
right to king more than
aka
Scar?
Taka, those are the big ones. Those, I
Right,
mean,
he's royalty.
He's royalty and lives a good
Scar
life.
is going to be king, and something happens in this movie that makes it Mufasa instead of Scar. And we don't quite know what that is. That's why you have to watch the movie.
Exactly.
But it's how Mufasa got to be king, even though Scar was supposed to be king, and then that builds the resentment. But as their kids, they showed us the song of them just being super fun, young, playful cubs.
Even when they're
super
like,
close.
I guess you'd call it teenage lions.
yeah,
They're
super
still
close
super
brothers.
close brothers.
And just
best friends.
just knowing what happens later in life, it made the song so sad.
It made it so sad.
It was so sad.
This movie is going to emotionally break me.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie.
If live action Lion King wasn't sad enough
I
watching
know.
Mufasa pass away
Imagine it being
by a
harder.
stampede,
And now knowing why,
and now knowing why
And
Scar
how and-
kills him and just deepening that wound.
not sure
yeah.
if I'm ready for it actually. But anyway,
Yeah,
let's move on to something happier.
we're gonna move on to something happier.
It looks, first of all, it looks great.
It does look great.
It looks like
the
a
music
good
It's
sounds
gonna be
great.
a great movie.
I trust Lin-Manuel to write amazing music.
It'll
But
probably be funny because Timon and Pumbaa are the narrators.
That's true.
please let it be funny.
Please.
So anyway, that's the end of the movie panel. We didn't talk about Star Wars much, but the only thing they
We
did
did.
at Star
Okay.
Wars was show us things that we already knew were coming.
Yeah.
They
So
just showed
this
us a trailer.
skeleton crew, which I think looks adorable.
Yeah,
It's
but where in the timeline is Skeleton Crew? I'm a diehard Star Wars fan, and I did not know where this.
I have no idea where it falls
Where
in
does
the
it take
timeline,
place?
but it does look adorable. It's about these tiny little children, who get lost in a ship that takes off, and they're trying to find their way home. And I don't know. I like the idea of young Star Wars characters.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Can we please move on to the parks now?
the
I
parks
want to
panel.
talk about the parks panel.
parks panel-
I loved it. The parks
It was pretty
panel.
great.
The parks panel at D23
All right, hold on.
was single-handedly the best part of the expo for me. It was spectacular. They did an amazing job. It was so emotional. It was so connected to what makes us Disney fans and why we love Disney. And
Okay.
This is a much better
This dump-
energy than what we were just talking about with
was.
Sad Lion King.
right.
Okay,
Good point,
give me a
Adam.
second though, because I have notes of the entire panel, and
All
I want to
right.
bring them for you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Fabulous. Guys, this panel was so good. When I tell you they brought out all the stops, they really did. We had
John Stamos,
John Stamos.
Opened it
We
with
had-
a song.
Darren Criss, and
Skylar Aston.
Skylar Aston.
We had Megan Trainor and Pentatonics.
Yeah, we had Shabuzi for those
Shabuzi.
who listen.
Yeah.
Let's see who
Yeah,
else.
it was
It
so
was
good.
really, really, really good. Chromeo was the DJ when I made
All right,
my
guys,
appearance.
share the stream if you guys want to talk about some parks panel with
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Let's
Share
go.
the stream if you
Let's
guys want to talk
see.
about parks panel.
All
And
right.
let's see, do we have any parks panel people, Disney Parks fans? I know you guys are Disney Parks fans.
Parks.
Parks.
Incredible panel. You're right, Jaden. This
It
was,
was.
by
It was
by far the highlight of D23 for us. This news means more to us than any movie will, and I'm so sorry
I
to
have
say
to tell
that.
you that not only is the news incredible, the announcements incredible, but they kept us so entertained.
The
and,
presentation.
like
So good.
it was,
That was
incredible.
incredible.
Honestly,
I would have watched this as a concert if not as a panel.
and if I
Which
am
makes
being
sense 'cause we
honest
paid
with
for
you,
tickets.
it made me okay with moving it to the Honda Center because the production value was so spectacular.
It was there.
It was there
It was
for
there.
sure.
And by moving it and making us, buy tickets and spend extra money or whatever, they at least gave us more than we've ever gotten in the past. And so I felt like we were paying for a better experience.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right.
So
absolutely.
And with this production, it was very nice. They did a lot of parody songs with Darren Criss and Skylar Astin that were very fun. And it gave them kind of a freedom to, I say this kind of lightly, make fun of themselves
Yes.
and kind of apologize for all the things that haven't happened since the last D23.
They really did make fun of themselves. And even
Yeah.
a big part of this panel was fan favorite Deadpool.
Yes.
Exactly.
And Deadpool just went out there and roasted the Disney parks. And it
He
was
did.
amazing.
it was amazing.
We made
it was
fun
so
of the
fun.
Phantasmic Dragon for lighting on fire.
It made everything just have this such an endearing
And-
quality.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to Disney for being able to make fun of themselves.
Like
Because
that, mad respect for that, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's an adorable quality. And I'd say adorable, like not in the cute sense, but like something that like
Endearing.
it's an endearing quality. That's a better word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we started out, Josh D'Amaro went out on stage
Yep, right here.
and
Jaden
he
knows
said,
what's up.
no blue sky. And it's, again, making fun of themselves because the last D23 Expo, we had 30 minutes of, we have this $60 million budget. We could do this, or we could do that, or we might do this.
So while I was looking for announcements on some kind of exciting things like Disneyland
Yeah.
Forward and stuff, right now all of that is a lot of theory. And
This
since
was
they
a
got in trouble
very-
for theory last time, I totally respected that they only announced stuff that's in progress
Yes,
now.
and so Josh went out. I love Josh so much, but he went out and he was like, we are doing only things that we've already broken ground on, or we'll
or
break
we
ground on in
have
the next
a,
week.
like a set date
Yeah.
to
Set
break
date to
down.
start. They have permits.
break
That's
ground
another
on.
big one with
And
the city.
Quite frankly, it was a packed 3.5 hour show.
It
I
was
don't know
huge.
if we needed all the possible blue skies because that would have taken
That
another
would-
3 hours.
It almost would have taken away from what it was.
Yeah. So I mad respect for Disney for that. And the storytelling of that panel was
Just
so
incredible.
good.
Yeah.
It
they
was
talked
so
about-
good.
They talked about Disneyland's 70th birthday that we're going to learn more about. They talked about new shows coming to
Which that's next year.
Hong Kong and Shanghai.
Right. Do we want to start at Disneyland right now?
I think we're trying to go based on the order of the events of the
event
panel.
itself? Okay.
So one of those that's a big one. This is something that was talked about amongst the fans a bunch. Certainly among the three of us. A new parade is coming to Magic Kingdom and Disney World.
Yes.
That's exciting. And not only is it a new parade, it's a new nighttime parade.
It is
That's really
called
cool.
Disney Starlight.
And the concept art in that is spectacular.
It's gorgeous.
So it's basically the Blue Fairy lights up the night with all the Disney fairy tales.
yes.
And it's looks beautiful.
Expect all your favorite whimsical fairy tale kind of characters to come to life in this parade. They have Encanto, which has that golden glow. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
the magic of Casita.
One of the pictures was Cinderella, which is
Cinderella,
always beautiful.
right? Anna and Elsa, like all the characters that just have this radiance about them. Tinkerbell, and of course the Blue Fairy. Those are the characters you're going to see in this parade. I think it's going to be really mythical and really fun. I think it's going to be great.
Totally agree with you. I'm very excited. And Disney World fans, I know for years, have been dying to get their nighttime parade back to the point where they're like, just give us Main Street Electrical back. Like,
Yeah.
we just want another nighttime parade.
Right? And honestly, they also made fun of the glowing away forever bit.
They
That
did.
was
Disney
great.
Disney also
panel.
made fun of that at the panel. So
They did.
once again,
They
So-
said glowing away forever means that we'll just be back in a few months or something like that.
Something
it was
like that.
so funny.
yeah.
Oh,
It was, they honestly spectacular
see,
job,
this is a
Disney.
great question.
This is a good question, Jaden. That's
I
what we're trying to
bet you
figure
they
out.
keep it or they switch to full-time cavalcades.
Oh, I could see that too.
They could do a bunch of cavalcades.
Because they already have a bunch, and Festival of Fantasy is just kind of a really long one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
No
do love
offense, Festival of Fantasy is great. That's
No,
not
but
what
it
I
is.
meant.
It's kind of a long cavalcade.
yeah.
No worries.
But what was,
here, there was
so go back to Kara's list.
my
Let's
list.
Start
I
at
have
the top.
Okay, so
Kara's is by
as you all know,
park, though.
Disneyland. Mine's by park, not by
Oh, okay.
panel.
Then let's do by park. I like that. Disneyland.
So 70th anniversary is next year.
The home park.
Not only is it next year, but the theming is orange.
The theme
Yes.
is orange. It's called Horizons, is what the theme is, and what the show I'm assuming will eventually be called.
Yeah,
We
Horizons.
don't know much more. We just
Yeah.
know that the theme is Horizons.
And that it's orange. Guys, Disney's making their theme orange.
We're
We're
orange.
so
That's
excited.
us. I'm going to go broke buying merchandise.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
That already happened this week, Kara.
I
Yeah,
did. It's
you-
going to happen again next year,
Just
though.
enough time to be unbroke before you.
Shout
are
out to
again.
Mark Bergerson celebrating his 70th birthday at Disneyland 7. That's really cool.
That's
That
really
is very
cool.
That's
cool.
going to be so exciting.
I love that.
Yeah. So Disneyland,
Okay.
it was a little quiet on the Disneyland side with the
But DCA has a lot coming.
Yes.
Yes, that's actually true. We got nothing except for an opening date for Tiana. That was the only news
Yes,
that really
November
affected
something, right?
Disneyland.
November 15th
Yes.
is when Tiana's Bayou Adventure is opening, which is sooner than I thought, frankly, because I don't know. I assumed they would wait until the weather was a little warmer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool. Happy early birthday, Mark. It's so cool that you're gonna turn 70 right when Disneyland does.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think Jaden makes a good point. DCA hype. That
It
was the big
is.
stuff for California.
So-
starting with
First things first is Avatar Land. Pandora is coming to DCA. We don't know where yet. They haven't told us where. But we know that it's coming, and the land will be based on Avatar Way of the Water. So the world that we see there looks so cool. Eric's pulling up the concept art for it now. That's not it. It's this one.
yeah, that's the image they use. I feel
That's
like
the
you don't
image they
see enough
used.
in this.
Yeah, but that's all we
But that's all we
This
really
is
what we
what
got.
they
got.
gave us. So this is Disney, not us.
Anyway,
Yeah,
just,
you have to
just
do
There's
it.
going to be an
telling
adventure
y'all.
boat ride. There's going to be 2 major attractions. One of them is going to be, like I said, that boat ride. And the second one, we don't know.
Yeah, it looks very fun. But can you guys believe that we're getting Avatar
That one's
Land
cool.
here
I'll use
at
that one.
Disneyland? Well, California Adventure. That's going to be amazing.
That's going to be really cool.
I honestly, though, if I'm being completely honest, I expected them to announce a third park to Disneyland because I didn't know where they were going to put Avatar Land and all of this. I still don't quite know where it's going to go.
My
My
guess-
assumption is that is still
A potential third park. They could
No.
have
it's still a little
No.
too blue sky.
maybe.
Well,
Like they still
I don't
need to
know.
get the permits and the land and
I
all
don't-
the
I don't know.
logistics worked out
So they-
before they announce it.
Yeah, it's a
I-
great point, Jaden. It's like, where is that going?
I don't.
Right?
I do know that there's a parking lot behind DCA that is the exact size of Disney's California Adventure.
Yeah, it's
So-
double the size of the park is that parking lot. So if they built another structure, they could easily
Turn the parking lot into
more park.
more park space, which they've already done in the past. So
Yeah.
there is space for it.
That's how DCA was.
I
built.
just I just don't like the flow of the park. Like, how are they going to get there? You know what I mean? That's
So
what I'm
My
kinda
guess
I
still
could
curious.
comes
either see
from-
them opening. Well, that's the parade route, so we'll see how it goes. But they could open up the end of the parade route behind
like
the
stage
Hyperion,
17 behind the Hyperion.
like
yeah,
build out there.
That's
Yeah.
true, and put it next to Avengers Campus.
Exactly.
Because there is. I mean, I love the Hyperion, but that is a ton of space.
Well, they
and
could
so-
also build
stage
out
17 and like the Philharmagic Theater, like that whole area
Yeah.
Right.
plus
I don't-
Hyperion.
Or they could do, where there used to be that arcade back there, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little further away. If they just demolish that and just build back that way,
All right.
I could also see them having room there.
This is Kevin. Oh,
That's Patrick.
Sorry.
We are too, Patrick.
So Kevin said, I asked the Imagineer by the model on the show floor if he knew where it was going, and he said yes, but he couldn't tell me where.
That is so real. and
That's so
That's
real.
exactly what happened most of
Yeah.
the week. They'd be like, "Cool things are happening. Do you know about it? Yes. Can you tell us? No." Like it was
Wendy
so
has
funny.
an interesting point too. If they put in a water attraction, they could take that whole grizzly area and
I can't see them doing that though.
That is a huge piece
No,
of
but
land.
that's a
it's a
though.
huge
huge
piece of
chunk of
land,
And you
land.
could get rid of like
if you get rid of the Redwood Creek
Creek.
Challenge Trail, that's a ton of land.
Right? You could also just leave Grizzly alone and take
Right.
out the challenge trail. There's a lot of space
I
there.
guess there is space for it. Now that
I'm
we've
just
been
curious
talking,
because that's such a key part of the hotel, and I don't know that they're gonna touch the hotel. You know what I mean?
Well, not to mention you have those big bay doors by Pixar Pier that could open up too.
that's what I'm personally leaning on, maybe for the Coco ride.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
I want
next
to talk. That's
announcement.
the next announcement. But
Oh well,
first-
Christian said Avengers Campus, so maybe we dive into Avengers
wait, I
Campus.
want to talk about this one first.
Well, Christian said Avengers Campus, so
Fine.
we're doing Avengers Campus because we give the people what they want.
We give
So-
the people what they want.
2 new rides to Avengers Campus. So I actually made this joke going into D23, and I was like,
I know you nailed it. Actually,
You did.
"Thank you."
If they say a third ride,
Wait. So I
Okay.
let me tell my joke.
Okay.
So I was saying though that at D23, the last D23, they announced a third ride coming to Avengers Campus.
and they
They'd
actually
announced that
2019.
before.
Yeah.
So we got that announcement in 2019. They announced it again in, well, actually, so D23 2019, they announced the second ride. D23, the next time, it was the same ride, but it was the third ride because they looped around, what is that ride? Guardians into Avengers Campus.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So they're a third ride coming to Avengers Campus, but it was the same ride. And this time, they gave us an update on that ride.
They did, but they didn't call it new.
No.
But then they said there is a fourth ride coming to Avengers Campus.
And I'm like, actually, the way they announced it is they physically said, this is actually new news.
Yeah.
And I was like, great, thank you for that. We needed that.
Yes.
And it's going to be called Stark Flight Lab. And honestly, it looks like it's going to make me sick, but I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it
Yes.
seems like
Really fun, though.
a
I don't
really
know.
fun ride. It does seem more.
It looks a little more Flix Flyers on
Right.
steroids.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the concept of it is you are being trained in a simulator on how to fly.
Yeah.
And so you
My most excited part about this, though, is that RDJ is coming back as Iron Man for this ride.
Yes,
Like,
that's a big deal.
That right there, I love him.
I'm Are we back?
Hello?
Are we back? Hopefully we're back.
Are we back? I think we're back. I don't know what happened, but I think we're back.
Hello. Please say yes, because, yeah.
Are we back? Yay!
We're back. Hooray!
Victory. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay. Wow.
that took us a second. Eric disappeared for a second, but I am going to continue this. Where were we at? RDJ returning.
RDJ returning. I'm so excited for that. It's going to be great. Also, it's going to be like Star Tours, in which different Marvel superheroes will basically be affecting your training. So
Yeah.
it's Stark is designing suits that fly. And so for each
Oh.
superhero you are, they have a different flight pattern, obviously.
Nice.
So it will change depending on your superhero, I think is what they were saying.
That's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I think it sounds really cool.
And then we also got an update on the third Avengers ride, the new one that's going to be in that building. And
The one they mentioned last time
They-
with all the infinite universes and King Thanos.
they did tease though that it's going to be it's going to change the energy on Avengers Campus.
Yes.
They said cuz right now you're training and when that ride comes, you're going to be
It's like what you've been training for.
Yeah,
Is basically
the
it. So the
action's
story of
gonna
Avengers
start.
Campus is all these recruits are coming in and being trained to be heroes with web slingers and with Mission Breakout
So, while Eric's gone, we should pause.
and with the flight lab.
We should pause on this for 1 second. Guys, this is our new studio. We're
Yes.
pretty excited.
We are
It's
a little bear, as
is
you
not
can see.
perfect yet.
We have this cool orange couch.
But yes, what do you think of our cool? When Eric's not here, it is a cup holder.
Oh,
I know.
look at this.
But-
Wait.
Oh yeah, there you go. See,
can put my
now
cup
that Eric's not here, we can. Yeah, perfect. But
How are you doing today, Adam?
I'm fabulous. So, what do you guys think though? This is our new studio. We're gonna decorate it a little bit. We're gonna get the lighting better so you don't get these
We're gonna
shadows
find
here.
a way to add a little bit of depth so that we can get like cool stuff on the walls.
Yeah, maybe an Insiders logo right about
Maybe
here.
some lights to change the colors a little
But
bit.
what are your thoughts? We're pretty excited for our new studio.
We
Let us
are.
know.
Yeah.
We
got
did.
rid of your
We got rid
chair.
of your chair.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eric.
Eric's back, but he's
Here.
not back yet.
Whoa, we got a super chat. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. Okay.
All right.
Ah,
Oh, thanks. John
We
likes our
made
orange
it.
couch. I like our orange. You guys know how we feel about orange.
you know us so well. We're usually at Hojo. Not today. This is our studio, but we did stay there for the conference, and
We
it was
did.
super duper great.
Guys, we had so much fun. It was super close. We just Ubered every day over to the convention center, and it was really nice.
Really
so,
easy.
if you guys love Hojos, we do too.
We do too.
We
Great
do
place
too.
to
A
stay
lot.
if you're visiting the parks. Really good place to stay if you're visiting the convention
You
center.
can always
Anything
get
in
one of these
Anaheim.
cute little rubber ducks.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they always bring you these when you stay at Hojo.
Yeah.
Or in their gift shop.
And it says Hojo on the bottom.
On the
Does it?
bottom.
Oh, yeah, it does. That's
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
here.
All right, Maddie's asked, I want to say your favorite Pixar movie to come out. Incredibles 3 by far.
Incredibles
Incredibles
3.
3.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
that
Incredibles
there's
3.
no
Yeah.
there's no like
Yeah.
anything about it.
Yes, we talked
I'm curious about Elio, but
Oh.
I'm more excited about
We
Incredibles
paused on the
3.
parks panel until you showed back up.
Oh,
which
I
is why we're talking about
appreciate that.
studio.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
finished Avengers Campus. Do you want to tell them about this one?
Well, yes, but let's just finish this piece. I
Oh,
think Incredibles 3 is definitely what we're most excited for.
Yes.
Kara said Elio.
Not
Incredibles
what
3.
I'm most excited for. Just it's a good contender. Like
Yeah.
my excitement for Incredibles is so high that I felt like I needed to say something else.
Yeah, I get that.
I get it.
All right, Eric, back to parks
Parks and experiences. So
and products.
we talked about Avengers Campus, the 2 new rides coming, but something that I'm really excited for is the Coco ride. And we've talked about a Coco ride for such a long time.
Coming to Disneyland, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
DCA.
DCA.
And it's going to be a boat ride through basically the story of Coco.
Basically, they said they're going to tell the story of Coco, which I think is fun. And
I honestly like it better. Well, I don't know. I love Tiana's, but I like that they're just gonna tell the story of the movie. And I think Coco, if you look at it, it's a water ride where you're in a boat on
yeah,
the water,
kind of like Pirates or Small World.
And I think that's gonna be fantastic for Coco because they have that whole kind of waterway up. What's that place called? Up in pretty much heaven, whatever that is.
The Land of the Dead.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just the Land of the
There's
Dead.
like a waterway up there, and so I think that's gonna be so fun on the ride. I'm so
See?
excited.
Once again, Jaden getting the question right.
where?
Actually, I personally think they're going to put it. You know where that garden grill is, where they've had Coco stuff before.
Yeah.
They could put it there and have it just be an extension of Pixar Pier.
Yeah, they could put the ride back there. It does fit into Pixar
It does fit
Pier.
into Pixar Pier because it is a Pixar movie. I like
is.
that, Kara.
Yeah, I think that there's a very good chance that's what we see. So
That's
yeah.
where I personally think I have
That's where it fits
no
the
authority
theming
there.
well.
But
Yeah,
They
it
could
fits
almost,
really well.
I mean, not to be crazy, that restaurant is huge, and they could just
level it.
level it and put the ride
I
there.
mean, the food's
It's-
pretty good, but
Well,
it's
it's a
also
quick service restaurant though. It's not like it's one of their premier spots. I don't think they're very attached to it. Not to be crazy.
yeah, I
it could
agree.
definitely be swapped out.
and the menu has changed so often over the years that
Yeah,
it almost feels like they've been wondering
No,
what to do.
they did not announce this.
they did not.
They did not.
announce
and I
this.
don't think they
I don't
will.
want them
Well,
to.
I don't know because Universal already has the rights, and I don't
Right.
think Universal will let go of those.
No
that
reason
easily.
to
No.
give it up. It's popular over there.
Yeah,
They love
really
it.
is.
Yeah.
People love it over there. Honestly, it kind of fits a little bit better there. I'm not sure where we would go here.
Which is funny because it is kind of owned by Disney, but ooh, interesting.
Get rid of Goofy
I
Sky
do
School.
love that ride, but
I'm just curious about
I
that
can't.
whole
I can't
area.
get behind that.
They're
That-
landlocked by the hotel, and they're
Right.
not going to touch the hotel.
that ride is there because it doesn't take up very much space. It's very
Exactly.
small, and I think that's part
And
of
it's
the
an
charm.
easy, fun ride.
Yeah.
Like people enjoy it. It's still always got a line
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure they'll have options. They'll have options.
for sure.
Next up, let's move on to a different park. Paris.
Yeah,
oh
I
wait,
think-
one last thing at Disneyland.
Oh.
is.
There is a new Walt Disney
Oh.
show coming to the Opera
Oh,
House.
this is a huge announcement.
Yes.
This was huge.
We talked about Megan Trainor singing "Feed the Birds." It was after this announcement.
Yes,
It-
someone said.
someone agreed with me. It absolutely broke me. I say broke me in a good way. It was beautiful. It was lovely.
So
That was a
there
long time
is
ago, though.
A Walt Disney animatronic coming to Disneyland.
So it's going to be basically the story
They-
of Walt Disney's life
They said
and how he became the legend he
they
is
said
today.
it's going to be for the 70th.
There
birthday.
it is. I scrolled far enough to find your comment, Jaden. Hopefully, yeah. See,
See,
Yeah, it's so good. So it's going to be a Walt Disney animatronic. They said they wanted it to feel like you're in Walt Disney's office. they're also working really closely with the Walt Disney family to make sure that
they
it's good.
portray it accurately.
I'm
I
very
believe
excited.
that. I do. I think
And in other
the
good
family's
news
aware. I think it's
is
going to be good.
with this, after the original run, they will not be getting rid of Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah,
they
they're
will be
gonna
alternate
alternate.
between the two.
Yeah,
So
I
it'll
think
be-
that's worthy.
And if you look at the design, they actually have. Well, Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is mostly screens already. It's
It
mostly a
is.
movie. So you
Right.
could just change the movie screens, and then there's the where Lincoln stands. They could just flip it around.
Exactly.
And I think that's what I think they're gonna put it
They'll
on.
make
I
it
mean,
a
that's pretty
revolving
simple
stage.
technology to do. They
Yeah.
have it at
A lot of
the
Broadway
American Pavilion.
theaters.
Oh, well, yeah, I was going to say the American Pavilion in Epcot.
Yes. So I think that's gonna be really exciting. Hey, what's up, Neverland Pixel?
Hey,
Hey,
hi,
welcome.
Sharon.
That's awesome.
We're talking about D23. It's been so much fun, and we're on the parks right now. This is an interesting one. We're talking about Walt Disney's animatronic coming to the parks. People are a little like back and forth on this. Apparently, I'm really a big fan of
I'm
it.
a big
I think
fan
it's
of
gonna be
it.
fun.
I love that we are going to have a way for the next generation of Disney fans to love Walt the same way that we all do.
To know
Right.
him, to get to know
I
him.
think a good point is like Disneyland turning 70. Just that puts so much distance between when Walt was last in the park.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool to honor him that way. And I just think it's a great way.
Especially if they do it
present
right.
it.
If it makes it feel like you're just sitting down talking with Walt and listening to his stories, that would be incredible.
Yeah, I'm very excited. And
Yeah.
they really said they wanted to feel like Walt Disney's talking to you sitting in his office. And that's how they transitioned into Meghan Trainor singing Walt Disney's favorite song, Feed the Birds. They said, you never know who might
Bawling
come
like a
in.
baby.
I know. Do you have the video of Kara crying?
Yeah,
No.
but not on. It's on the phone though.
On the phone.
I know. He
Yeah.
turned around to get my reaction to it.
Kara was
He's
sobbing.
like, Kara, what do
I
you think of
felt-
this? I was
I felt so bad. She was so
I know.
emotional. I was emotional
really,
too.
really was.
But Kara was like physically weeping and blubbering. It was a sight to behold.
It was.
Anyways,
Yeah.
So Wendy
I've
said,
seen the
what
video
I've
and
said
I'm
to
like,
me is that the Disney family is against it. I don't.
I'm so curious about it because they brought an audience member who was Walt Disney's nephew to show his support, which he did. But then I'm curious if, I don't know, maybe there's more family members than just the nephew. But he was very in.
yeah.
we know there's more family members
We'll
than his
see what
nephew.
happens.
But
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be amazing though, and I
I
love.
think it's gonna be a fun ride. I think it's or not a ride, a great experience in the Opera House.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
really cool. And then next up was Meghan Trainor singing "Feed the Birds," which was the highlight.
And
I
I,
was so
Yes.
I
good.
believe with that, that's everything that we announced for Disneyland. But that was like the smallest piece of the show. All honesty,
Yeah,
because the rest of it was Disney World. Disney World got a ton.
Disney World
Paris,
got a ton.
I know Shanghai
Hong
got a
Kong
lot.
cruise lines. We're gonna have to breeze through this, or we can just keep going.
We could, but this live stream could end up being very long if
just like the
we-
parks panel.
Yeah, I mean the parks panel was three and a half hours plus. I love Mark Bergerson's idea to have a shag painting behind us. That would be
That would be
love
fun.
Shag. He's
that would
the
match our
best.
vibe perfectly too.
It would definitely match our vibe. Definitely a big one.
and we definitely love
We
Shag.
definitely have a piece behind us, Kincaid maybe, but Shag has such a unique look that I
And
think
there's
would be
even
fun.
I know Brett Iwan just released a brand new Mickey Mouse portrait that's
We adore
absolutely
that.
spectacular. And it was for D23 and the 70th birthday of Disneyland, and I would love to have that one behind us. That would just be so cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we might put some art up here or something. But yeah, we're excited to have this new space. It should be really fun. All right. So we want to do a giveaway for you guys.
Yes.
Well, let's do a giveaway.
Do we
You
have
ready?
our?
Are you guys ready?
Are you
We're
ready?
gonna give away
We're gonna give away a Choose Magic T-shirt.
just like the one Adam's
Yeah,
wearing.
gonna make a little magic for you by helping you choose magic.
So
Yes.
it's the same T-shirt I'm wearing.
I'm not in the t-shirt. I'm in the blue one, but the one you're
And
getting is orange.
It says Choose
I'm
Magic
actually in
like
the
our
blue one
bracelets.
too, but I have a jersey over it.
We're
so.
becoming quite the Choose Magic branded people, and I really love it.
I love
Yeah.
it. It's my favorite thing.
We actually have a bunch of our friends who got Choose Magic shirts, and we got a photo of all of us wearing Choose Magics, and it's been really, really fun because we got a photo of all of us in it. And
Yeah, we
then-
love wearing them around. But today we're giving away one orange Choose Magic t-shirt, and we're really looking
you
forward to
guys.
that. So someone
right.
who's on the stream right now is probably going to win it as long as they stick around. Show us the shirt, and I'll try and do...
Oh well,
My little
it's fine.
thing.
It's the one I'm wearing, but yeah. Anyway, in your size, of course, and a new
Obviously.
one, not the one I've sweated in all week at the expo. It'll be a different one.
Listen, Adam, we didn't need to know that.
No, so it's gonna be fun. Eric is getting the giveaway started right this second.
So to tide them over for that, do you want to do a little bit of Magic Kingdom news?
Ooh,
Well, wait, I'm
actually
ready
think we
for the
should
giveaway.
pause
Oh,
for
you're
a
actually
second.
ready?
I'm ready for the giveaway now, so I think we should get started.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you're on the stream, you're cool enough to win. So why don't we just get them to comment choose magic and we'll pick one. Does that work?
Like 2 words or hashtag.
No, choose magic 2 words. All right.
Choose.
Everyone comment.
Wait. It's not counting them yet. You gotta wait.
Don't comment anything yet.
All right.
And if you
Everyone
did,
comment
comment
choose
again.
magic. And if you comment choose magic, you'll be entered. It's that simple. Because if you're
It's
on the
easy.
stream, we want to say like thanks for choosing magic and playing with us,
Yeah.
hanging and talking and.
Let me show you.
I know there's a way to do.
We have our Choose
this.
Magic bracelets that we got with
I know.
from our fan who was awesome and made us these bracelets.
I know. We should.
And it put us in the mood to choose magic today.
It did. It did. We're pretty excited.
Here we go. I think this works. Let's see. Yeah, it put us in a format. So choose magic.
Excellent.
Start commenting. Choose magic. 2 words. Comment it just like that. We're gonna leave this for a minute because we want the entries to come in.
Well, wait. Anne said she ran into us in the park on D23 day. That's
I remember
awesome.
Yes,
that.
I
That was
remember
so
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
so
cool. It
cool.
was so
Thank
nice
you,
meeting
Anne.
you.
Yes.
So nice meeting you.
That was
okay.
so fun. Oh,
You
you, do
will
have to
have to-
comment choose magic yourself. It can't be in
It
another
can't
comment.
be in another
Oh,
comment. It
really?
has to be just the
I
words.
think it's just the words in a solo comment. So make sure you do that because we want you to be entered properly.
Yes, it is a computer that is picking it. That's
Yes.
how we
Right.
keep it random.
As you can see, it's
So
gonna be random.
It's a little precise. I
It
don't
is.
know.
very, very, very
Yeah.
precise.
It likes its preciseness.
It
Yeah,
does.
so-
But yeah, just comment choose magic and we will make sure that you guys are entered. All right. But this is gonna be really fun. This is for a choose magic t-shirt.
It was funny seeing Deadpool, and
Deadpool,
Harrison
I
Ford.
think since we should talk about Deadpool for a second. Will you make us bigger on the screen?
Let's go. It was awesome seeing me on the big screen.
Oh yeah, it was so awesome.
Yeah.
I think if we talk for a second about Deadpool and the funny, because it's not quite an announcement. while we're
Honestly,
pausing for a
Deadpool
sec.
is a great thing that happened to Disney simply because he gives them the freedom to make fun of themselves.
And he really did a good
'Cause-
job poking fun at the parks and really attacking them in some regards. But it was it was okay because Deadpool
It was
said
okay
it.
because it's Deadpool. It's
Yeah.
a
One
character.
of the things he said is like he talked about like fix the Yeti.
Fix the
because
Yeti
in
from
Animal
Expedition
Kingdom,
The Yeti,
Everest.
yep.
Expedition Everest, the Yeti's been broken for years.
It's been broken a long time.
Yep.
And there was a whole
Yeah.
fix the Yeti.
Yeah,
that
see,
was
like
so
that
Jaden
was
funny.
said.
yes.
They-
That one, and also he kept referencing poor old Murphy.
Yes, poor
Yeah.
old Murphy.
He didn't call
the
him poor old
drag-
Murphy,
no, he
but he
said,
said the
Your
dragon blew
phantasmic
up.
dragon that blew up in flames. Oh, it was so funny. He talked about eating on
He
a trash
said-
can.
You blew my mind with those announcements, just like your dragon from Phantasmic.
Yeah, it was
And I
so
was like,
funny.
Oh
Like,
my
You
gosh!
did not just say
I'm
that.
like, whoa.
All right, I think it's time
Okay.
to
Wait. Give him a couple more seconds. They're still commenting.
They're still commenting.
Yeah,
Let 'em
comment
roll
choose
in.
magic.
Let
keep
them
commenting.
comment.
Choose magic, guys.
We want as many people as possible in this giveaway
Yes.
So
because we want all of you to get a chance.
yeah, that was amazing. He also made fun of something else. I forgot what it
You made
was.
fun of a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. I can't
It was just
pinpoint one
so
thing.
fun.
Made fun of Josh for always wearing sweaters.
He did make fun of Josh
He
for always
did.
wearing sweaters.
While Josh was in there, he called him Joshua.
He did call
That
him-
was
Pretty
so
funny.
funny.
That one I wasn't expecting. That one got me.
Yeah,
that was great.
So yeah, a lot of funny stuff. All right,
All right.
it is time. As
All
we
right,
think
it
he
is
was-
time. All right.
We're gonna pick a name, and you guys are seeing this just in real time with us. So this is who it is.
The winner
Let's go.
is.
That is. Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
I swear.
Wow.
Yay!
Oh,
Wendy.
Wendy.
Congratulations, Wendy.
Congratulations.
For a second, I thought it was gonna be Mom, and I
You
was
got-
like,
I
"That's
know.
awkward."
Yeah. You got an
But it
orange
was
Choose
Wendy.
Magic shirt.
Woo, go
Congratulations.
Wendy.
If you would just email us info@heyinsiders.com.
And give us what size you want and where to send it so that we can get it to you.
Yes, but congratulations
Yes,
on a Choose Magic.
congrats.
I hope you wear it with pride.
Yes. Yes,
that's
everyone
so
say
awesome.
congrats to Wendy.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna keep going through
Woohoo!
Disney World. This is the next piece of the parks panel. Congrats, Wendy.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
All right.
I know Jaden almost won his.
I
sat there.
know.
It does that. It's so mean. I don't know why it does
It
that.
like sits
but
on
It
one
sits
for a long
there,
time.
I
and then
know.
pick someone else.
You were so close.
Yeah, that's okay
Yeah.
though.
That's
Way to
okay.
go.
We'll do another
Congrats,
giveaway
Wendy.
someday. Don't worry. But yeah,
I know, we're so excited
congrats.
for
We're
you
happy
too.
for you. Thank
Yeah.
you,
Choose
Wendy.
Magic T-shirt.
Let's go.
So
Yeah,
awesome.
email
All right.
this one. We'll know it's from you, and then we can send you your shirt size and all that. All right, Magic Kingdom. Yes, the new parade. We're so looking
We already
forward
talked
to
about
that.
this a little bit,
Yes.
but the new nighttime parade coming to Disney World, that's going to be fabulous. And
Yeah.
I know all
Disney
our Florida
Starlight.
fans.
That's how it. It's
gonna
going to be
so
gorgeous.
Cool. Like
I
we
can just
said,
see it.
it's gonna be mythical and whimsical. It's gonna be glowing. All your characters that have that golden glow, like Encanto, Coco, Frozen, the Blue Fairy,
The Blue
all those kinds
Fairy.
of things. Looking forward to that show a lot. Really, really excited.
And we don't know entirely where yet. They haven't said. But Villain's Land is officially happening. So
Yes.
we have that confirmed.
Yeah.
This was actually
Magic Kingdom.
the finale. And it was great because Josh was again making fun of himself. And he said, this is only happening because I blue skied it last time.
And you guys made us.
And I promised that there would be no blue sky. He said, so I made this happen.
Yeah.
Not word for word, but that was pretty
That's
much
pretty
the
much what he
energy.
said.
That was the energy. Yeah, Jerry, it'd be so fun to go for
He
the new
said
parade.
it in Adamese.
In
Yes,
Adamese,
and,
yes.
and Adam's,
But
in Adam's words.
He was like, yes, we are doing Villain's Land, and I am so excited.
It looks so cool, you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Personally, I want a Maleficent roller coaster. Just
Yeah.
so I've said it. So badly. That
That
would be
would be
so
rad.
fun. Yes, Villain's Land got me screaming. I'm so excited.
You're absolutely right.
Does anyone
Jaden.
else, what do you guys think about
I
Villain's
think
Land?
he said there was going to be 2 rides, but I don't know if that was for certain or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be multiple attractions back there.
Yeah.
And dining. They said
They did
dining.
And
say
dining.
dining.
Oh, yeah, 2 attractions and dining and
Dining's
shopping.
going to be fun if they do it. I mean, Disney World's fabulous at dining, first
Yeah,
of all.
Fabulous.
yeah, they
Masters.
are. Great
I wonder
restaurants.
if there's going to be like an answer for Cinderella's royal table for villains.
That would be awesome.
Like
I'm
like-
so curious about so many things about that land.
I mean,
but most
eating-
of all,
eating
I'm
a
just
poison
like
apple.
character dining with villains.
I'm sure they're going to sell poison apples.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
You gotta do
Absolutely.
the Yzma ride from the movie. That would be cool.
See, I
Yes.
would love
Yzma,
that.
put your hands up. It's like, that'd be so good. I love prom.
I know. and
Okay,
then-
actually, step back. Can we talk about Patrick Warburton opening the panel?
Oh, yes.
That was
That
the
was
very
incredible. I loved watching that. That just opened it so warmly.
I love Patrick Warburton. And then he was doing a welcome to D23. And it was a
beginning. Yeah,
Patrick
he was
Warburton
in Soren.
voice.
They got the guy who is bald that takes off the Mickey ears. He came back to do the bit. So.
I think it was the same little girl or someone who looked close to the same little girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So awesome.
It was
Yeah.
cool.
So, villains. What else to mention?
Next,
to, Disney World?
Cars.
There's going to be a car section in Frontierland.
2 attractions in Frontierland. I guess that's gonna go behind Thunder Mountain.
I'm pretty excited. Something I've said about Frontierland at Disneyland or at Disney World before is it almost feels like they just needed it because it was at Disneyland when it was built.
Right.
Well, it's so
Because-
interesting.
Right now, it's got Tiana's going for it, which is new,
which is great.
But it's been a little. That whole strip is a little.
Well, just
It's just kinda
put
there.
it this way: the way Disneyland is laid out, you go Adventureland and then the entrance to Frontierland.
Right.
And in Disney World, that's Liberty Square. And
Right.
so you have the entrance to Liberty Square,
Which
and
is
you
exciting and fun.
you have the Adventureland entrance, and you have those 2, and then you have to pass through both of those to get to Frontierland.
Right.
And so it kind of ends abruptly and starts abruptly. And I think adding this new area is going to be really exciting. And
It'll be
something
nice
they
to see
said,
some life there for sure.
I think this got kind of pushed through because it was such a short announcement, but we're getting a Pirates of the Caribbean restaurant
Yeah,
in
they called it a
Adventureland.
I
lounge
didn't know that.
officially.
You didn't see
You
that?
didn't see that?
No, so-
oh yeah. Okay, so they did this thing.
I will say, this panel in particular, I was trying to post and get things up for you guys. So there's some of the announcements I actually missed because I was like uploading a video. I had no idea we were getting a Pirates of
Well,
the
and
Caribbean
the way
restaurant.
they announced a lot of this stuff, especially
Was
the
a wrap.
lounges, was a wrap with Darren Chris and Skylar Aston. And so they were just kind of going through stuff as fast as they
And it
possibly
was
could.
really creative and really fun,
It
but I
was.
wasn't always able to like grasp what was actually happening. You know what I mean?
right.
That's so cool though.
It's not a restaurant though; it's a lounge.
Still,
I mean, there will be food
Yeah.
and drinks.
Food
but
and drinks.
they said lounge specifically, and that's a specific word.
That's
Yeah.
a good
So I'm
point.
curious for what they're going to do with it.
That's awesome.
It is.
I'm pretty
okay,
excited.
back to
Yeah, a lot
Cars
of
for
people in the
second, though.
comments are saying that they're going to take away Rivers of America for Cars Land. I don't know because they'll still have the river. It's just that behind Thunder,
I think
there
they're
will be that.
expanding behind Thunder.
They're expanding back that way, and so they're not necessarily going to get rid of the river because you can't really do that in Florida because there's so much water.
Yeah.
But
The ground wouldn't be stable.
right? So, but I think they're going to push past there, and
Yeah, if you look at Kristen, he said
Right, they said they were gonna put Coco and Kanto and villains near Thunder Mountain.
Right.
But
They
Coco
didn't
was
do
now
that
in
anymore.
DCA, and in Kanto,
Well, this is Disney World.
okay, but
They're
still.
not doing anything Coco at Disney World right now, and I think villains is gonna be in a different area. And like they said, a lot of people, we'll see what they really do with the Rivers of America out there. We don't know. We
Yeah.
honestly don't know.
I'm pretty excited though. It should be fun. Next.
Oh, well, I also just want to add that Cars is going to have 2 rides.
2 rides.
One of them is going to be kind of an off-roading thrill ride that
That
looks fun.
sounds cool.
It
That does sound cool.
The cars look very interesting because they kind of look like monster trucks, but
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they look like they're racing still.
Still,
It's,
but like
they're still
off-road.
like a race, but like off-road racing. It should be really fun.
And the other one is for younger riders, so it won't have a height requirement, is what they said.
Yes. That's
That's
pretty much
all
what
they
we
said
know.
about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, cool.
Next on my list was Epcot, which is literally 2 things, so it's very fast.
Go, go,
Both
go.
were in the wrap. New Dress Track is coming 2025. There's not
Ooh.
quite a new theme. It's just upgraded with a fresh. It basically got a facelift.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We
it's
kind of
back.
knew it's been under construction for a long time.
Yeah.
And so I'm like not surprised.
They didn't say when in 2025, just 2025. But another lounge, but this time it's going to be in Spaceship Earth.
Ooh.
And that's also coming 2025.
Does that mean they're
Okay,
getting rid of the ride
so
in Spaceship Earth?
I
I
have a
don't
question.
think so because Spaceship Earth is a ball and
Right.
the ride only takes you through like a couple of levels of the ball.
I-
So if you take an elevator up, it could be a pretty
Yeah.
cool view.
I do have to say
I'm
though.
curious. There's a window on that attraction, and they're not going to put a window in Spaceship Earth, are they?
Maybe.
I mean, I
Maybe
don't
they
see
do,
why
I don't
not.
know.
Now,
Just make them
here's what's interesting.
transparent.
I'm reading up on this. Are they? I missed the announcement of Tom Sawyer's Island. Did they announce?
Haven't seen that. Was that today?
Is that
I
today?
don't know. I've seen
Yeah, you look it
a
up. Eric.
couple people have posted about our thoughts on them getting rid of Tom Sawyer's Island. I didn't see that, so I'm not sure. I
And
didn't see that
which
that was
Tom
happening.
Sawyer's? Oh wait,
Probably Disney World.
probably Disney World because ours isn't called Tom
look,
Sawyer anymore.
everyone, I didn't see anything about Tom Sawyer's Island, but
See, everything says new announcement means Tom Sawyer's Island is going away.
maybe it's just
Have they
a
specifically
theory.
It could-
said that though?
I haven't seen Disney officials say that, so I'm not personally going to go for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Until the mouse says it himself, I don't believe it.
Oh boy.
Says the Parks blog confirmed today. New details revealed.
Disney Parks blog?
Yeah.
Okay. See, then I would
That's
believe
so
it.
interesting.
It does say here to make way for this completely new frontier, the rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island will be transformed into vast and rugged terrains for a rally race with cars.
So they're moving cars over to Tom Sawyer's Island.
That's a lot of land, and so I'm not surprised.
I don't entirely blame them.
I'm not too disappointed about this. Just it's very hot and humid in Orlando. In all of our trips there, we very rarely make it over to the island. I know the one in California is a lot more popular because we have Phantasmic.
I don't know though. That's
Well, and I know they've
interesting.
had issues with it before because it's not technically actually an island; it's connected in the back, and that's where the bear got in.
Oh,
Was on Tom
right.
Sawyer's Island.
Right. Oh my
gosh,
when there was a
you're
bear
right.
in Magic Kingdom, it was because he got through to Tom Sawyer's Island. So
That's so wild.
frankly, it might need a little bit of love.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited though. I love cars, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
personally okay with it, but I know a lot of people love Tom Sawyer's Island. But this is Florida, not California. So the people who are thinking about it,
Yeah.
this is all Disney
This
World.
is all Disney World. So
Right. Animal Kingdom is getting by far like probably the single best enhancement of any park in the world.
I'm honestly so excited.
Animal Kingdom is going to take that whole Dino Land section and it's going to be upgraded into.
It's going to be called the Tropical Americas section.
There
which
you
is
go.
so necessary because they already have the continents. They have Asia, Africa. They have, I think, mostly those, maybe a piece of Europe. Anyways, they had Dinoland USA, and Dinoland is going to be turned into Tropical Americas, North and South America, getting an Indiana Jones ride in replace of their dinosaur ride, and,
And, okay,
adding
wait.
Casita and an Encanto ride.
Let me tell you, I'm so excited about this. The Indiana Jones ride is actually going to be a new story. So it's not going to be a copy and paste of Temple of the Forbidden Eye. This one is going to be based in, instead of an Aztec temple, a Mayan temple
Ooh.
with a mythical creature. He's looking for something. For
That's
certain.
I
Really
think it's going to
cool.
be a really great experience.
Do you know what's funny about this though is that it's a different ride, but the track of Dino is exactly the track of
Indiana Jones.
Jones.
So I'm curious to see what they do with the track.
Right, because
They could keep the track the same and make it a new experience, or
They,
They
could
could
give it a
change the
full-on
track.
revamp.
I don't know.
It
We'll see
might
what they
need
do.
it. The last time I rode it, it was a little rough.
But that's kind of what it's supposed to be. Though.
I know, but it was even rougher than our Indiana Jones, I thought.
I'm
I know,
sure
but
they'll
I think-
smooth it
I
out.
don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see what they do.
I'm excited. And then also in Kanto, Eric.
Yes,
Why
and
don't you go since it's your
Kanto-
favorite?
Yeah, so the tropical Americas, like they said, because they get to do both of those things, we're going to see the night that Antonio gets his powers, which I think is so cool and so special for Animal Kingdom because his power is talking to animals, and so they talk about the rush of the animals coming in. I wonder if they'll incorporate real animals at all into it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I can
but-
see it easily happening because it's an Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
But my guess is no, personally.
My guess
Yeah.
is going to be more like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yes,
Mhm.
but they talk about outside of the ride, you're going to see Casita and you're going to be able to interact with it. The queue is going to be through the house. And then, when you get onto the ride, you're going to be going into everybody's different rooms. So I'm sure we'll see Bruno's tower.
So basically, you're going to be in furniture that Casita is directing around the house.
Yeah, so Casita is pushing us around.
Which is going to be great, which is back to the track list. That gives like Casita being able to like move us around wherever she wants to put us is so trackless. You know what I
Call
mean?
Casita she.
Yeah, Casita. Yeah, no.
It's not Casito.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Casita.
You know, yeah, that makes sense.
That's
Yeah,
my
it's a she.
take.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah, but anyway, Casita. So anyway, I thought it was kind of cool that I think it's gonna end up being a trackless ride.
Exactly.
Right?
Good point, Jaden. It would be very cool if it's very similar to Rise of Resistance, where you see multiple levels.
Mm-hmm.
It's trackless. I think
You
if they
go
do
up
it
into
like
Bruno's
that,
temple, you know what I mean?
right?
Or-
Because there's all the stairs.
His room?
His tower.
His
yeah.
tower. Yeah, it's really a tower.
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno's
Okay.
room.
But in this land that I think is really cool is there's going to be a carousel within this Tropical Americas area.
Yes.
Is the story behind it is that there is a wood carver who loves Disney stories, and so he made carvings of his favorite Disney sidekicks, and you get to ride them as carousel horses.
That's
Yeah. So
awesome.
there's like
There was
Kevin
one
from
on
Up,
display. Yep, Kevin. In the concept art, they had the jaguar from
Tarzan.
Encanto.
Oh,
No,
it's
Encanto.
Encanto.
Yeah.
Oh. I always think Tarzan when I see the
And
jaguar.
Pumbaa. Pumbaa was there.
Pumbaa, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
so excited.
This one coming to that. This is coming to.
This
Disney
is
World.
Hollywood Studios.
This was Hollywood Studios. Oh wait,
Yes.
there was one more thing in Animal Kingdom. If I
Oh,
might
there's a
mention.
Zootopia show.
I
at
think
the
it's
Tree of
going to be
Life.
where It's Tough to Be a Bug is what I believe.
That
I think
makes
it's
sense.
the outside of the Tree of
Unless
Life.
it's the outside of the Tree of Life. They say it's coming to the Tree of Life.
So we don't know.
That's all we know.
We don't know if it's where It's Tough to Be a Bug is down underneath, or if it's different.
It's gonna be really
Yeah.
fun though. I can't wait. And then back to this one. No, wait, where was it?
Oh well.
Oh,
so
wait.
they said excited for
Yeah,
Monsters
that's the
Inc. Land,
one.
but
That's
where?
the
That's what
one.
we're curious about. But Bennett's on. Hi, Bennett.
Oh, hi
Hello.
Bennett.
Headline didn't read it. Was speculating Cars Ride is going to be trackless.
Whoa.
That would be
So
fun.
that would be really cool. He talked about. I know, like in the speech, they said, get ready to put your off-road tires on. And so if they find a way to make that trackless, I think that ride will be crazy cool.
It
Maybe
would be so smooth.
I don't
It
know.
would be
Tesla
nice.
can do self-driving cars, so if they could program the cars to be going on a course,
Ooh.
be really, 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 really cool.
That would be epic.
That's not even how they do Test Track or Radiator Springs Racers.
Oh,
They
see?
still have a
Interesting.
track for both those rides, but I think
Honestly-
if they did trackless, that would be amazing. You're totally right, Bennett.
Well,
would.
I can't wait to see how that goes. I'm so excited for new Cars attractions. I love Cars the movie, and I think that means that we'll be getting
Well, and honestly,
more Cars. You know,
Disney World deserved it because like we have ours and it's
And ours is
phenomenal.
the best.
And I'm like, that energy deserves to be in Disney World.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does. We'll see how it goes. And
Monsters Inc. though, let's go to the Monsters Inc. That's in Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
and a lot of people keep
Which is
saying
good because
where.
we are in the Hollywood Studios section.
One
There's
thing-
a lot of land over there.
One thing cracks me up. People keep saying where when it comes to Disney parks in Florida. And my answer is always who cares? Because there's so much space
There's
out
so
there.
much space.
Just if you've ever been around the campus, if you've seen like an aerial view of those parks, they
Like-
have so
Huge.
much space.
Yeah.
Honestly, with Disneyland, we're a little landlocked. So when
Yeah,
we
'cause
say
there's a city
where,
around
it really
us.
does matter. Like
right.
something's either going away.
I pulled up a map
in
of
some
Hollywood
case-
Studios. Yeah, look at all the parking.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
my
Like,
gosh.
I'm gonna. Would you go zoom in? Adam?
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in.
I'm gonna talk over this. Kara, would you hold my microphone?
Yes.
Oh yeah, launch bay. So like, maybe a little more.
No, it's got it. It just needed to focus.
Oh okay. Oh, I could also get closer.
Yeah.
That would also work.
Did you get it?
Yeah, we hold the microphone up.
Get it to him.
All right, so as you can see, like, look at all. So like, this is the end. This tiny piece, that's all of Galaxy's Edge. So that's like 13, 14 acres, pretty big. And there's more than that in parking right behind it. Not to
There's plenty of
mention
space.
all this way. Look at all that parking. There's so much. That land is huge. Not to mention if you zoom in, it could take over some of this Muppets area. It could take over. Well, that's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That probably won't get taken down. But I just think there's plenty.
It went out of focus.
Oh, whoops.
That's okay. Just
That's
sit down.
okay. But yeah,
You get the
and
general point. I think there's plenty of space in Disney World, especially Hollywood Studios with all the parking.
they could even. I see some concern for the
Good
Muppets
point, good
area. I could see them putting Monsters Inc. there. It seems like it has kind of that cityscape they're looking for already.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll actually happen, but
I'm so excited for Monsters Inc. though. I think the single best ride announcement we got, even, I might disagree with Eric a little bit here since
Yeah.
he thinks this, but I am so excited for the Monsters Inc. Suspended roller coaster coming
Right.
to Hollywood Studios.
I'm
Yeah.
most excited
That's
for
gonna
that.
be so cool. I've always wanted to be. Well, first of all, I'm a huge roller coaster guy, and
Yeah.
nobody does roller coasters better than Disney. I mean,
Correct.
Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is my
Best ride
favorite
of all
ride
time.
of all time.
For sure.
And so having a Disney Monsters Inc. themed suspended roller coaster is going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. And I
Honestly,
cannot
I'm
wait to
so
see.
glad that we have the technology to do that right now, because if they had tried to make it just like a normal coaster, like say
I know.
Space Mountain.
Space
And
Mountain,
even-
it wouldn't have been as fun.
Even though we've had trackless roller coasters, or even, I mean, all the way back to Walt Disney, we've had the Peter Pan ride, right? Where it grabbed you and you went around. So
Right.
that technology isn't new, but the ability to make it as good as it is right now.
Right,
Well, and
the
it's truly-
control that's there
it's
for them
truly
to
a
be
roller
able to
coaster
bring
this
you
time.
that fast.
Yeah, it's going to be a high-speed thrill ride from what we can tell, and I just think this is so cool. I truly believe once they announced this, they like the concept art they had and all the things, I'm like, wow, Disney is going cutting edge, and I think this is going to be a fantastic ride.
We also, more about the D23 Expo, we got to walk around and talk to 4 or 5 Imagineers that built different things at Disney.
Yes.
So we talked to the people that built the Moana Way of Water. We talked to the people that developed the brand new Frozen animatronics that are in Tokyo.
Yeah.
We talked to a guy that was kind of in charge of the all of Imagineering, one of the guys that's really high up and just kind of oversees Imagineering, right?
Yeah.
He's not the one getting his hands dirty, but the ones that like
Design.
manages and designs and does all that work.
Right.
So we talked to like
Creates the technology, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
yeah, we talked to 5 or 6 different Imagineers,
All at different levels.
all at different levels, and they are doing things cutting edge, like better than you can imagine. Like they're
Yeah.
even like Disney's already developed brand new technology that's spectacular.
Yeah.
And this next round is beyond that.
Yeah.
It's not
Right.
like they've developed something and now they're using that in everything.
I mean, it's mind-boggling to think about. Like, let's take, for example, just for one, Avatar is gonna open its land probably in 2027 at DCA. They said, which puts it 10 years after they did Pandora in Animal Kingdom.
Right.
You have
Right.
10 years of new technology to throw into an already amazing land. If you think
Right.
about Pandora and Animal Kingdom,
I mean,
that
was
animatronic that's in
incredibly
the
beautiful.
Navi River journey. Hey, thank you. Yes.
Hey.
Heck yeah.
So right, Jerry. Hit the like button, subscribe.
Yep.
Subscribe if you love Disney. Disney adults, let's go.
Ooh, have they hinted at Holotile for anything? I'm gonna.
I think I know what that is. I believe they haven't hinted at it, but I can see it happening for. I can see them using it for Encanto
Yeah.
if it's far along enough.
But anyway, I thought it was interesting talking to the Imagineers because
Oh yes, Holotile. That's where the floor, like it moves on its own. Disney
Yeah.
just posted a
Oh,
video of this.
See, that's why I think it
Disney-
should work for Encanto.
again, back to Disney creating new technologies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are really beyond cutting edge. They're like advanced. They're the ones creating it, and it's awesome. And so I think with this new round of attractions, they're gonna be better than anything we've ever seen before.
So they haven't said what it would be used for yet, but we did see it on display at the expo floor.
Yeah, on the show floor, they showed that technology like being used. I know a Disney Imagineer had the scientific breakthrough of this
Yes.
technology, so hopefully Disney uses it first. They'll probably end up giving it to other spots, maybe, or they'll just
Licensing.
maybe licensing the
Licensing. I don't
technology.
know.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
they have hinted at it, Bennett. I would say definitely they've hinted at this coming into Disney experiences.
And it's pretty exciting. So
I'm
guys-
blown away by the thought of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey.
Shout out to Mom for bringing us drinks on a hour and 37-minute live stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
It keeps going. We'll just have some of his.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just all have a
Love
sip.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're the best. Okay.
Although I will say there was a question here. I believe it's going to be after Monsters Inc. because they're cool with humans being there.
They
Like,
did talk about that.
They said that the humans are invited in, and the only way that would be possible is if it took place afterwards.
That's a very good point.
That is a good point, Kara.
Yeah, and great
Anyway.
point, Jaden, for asking.
Yeah,
'cause
it's a good question for sure.
The ride makes it feel like it's during the movie,
Right,
And I
'cause
know
Maybe the
In the
ride
concept
is.
art, Boo is there, and she's tiny.
Boo is still young, which is great. I do not need to see her old. Oh man.
Oh no.
I do not.
I do
Make
not
That
me
will
need
feel
hurt.
old.
old.
That would hurt a lot.
But they did say after because humans are being invited into
This comment is
Monstropolis.
so cool. I didn't even think about this technology when I was thinking about the Encanto ride because this is literally Encanto, and that is so cool.
It
yeah,
is.
because Casita, the
Because
way things
Casita,
move
the way
around.
things move around, would be this new technology that they just developed. I hadn't connected those dots, and I think you're right, and I'm so excited.
And that's kind of our point of like think about the perspective of how cool even Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, that Hondo Onaka animatronic, absolutely incredible. And that was
Incredible.
2019. So when some of these things open in 2027, you're talking about
They
8
had the
years.
skeleton of it on display at
They did at the Imagineering
Pavilion.
Yeah.
And that was very cool.
It literally is a floor that can move. I mean,
yeah, it
that
can move
is
furniture,
awesome.
dishes, and chairs. If they really do that right, like I said, I just think this is absolutely cutting edge
It's-
and it's a game changer.
It's beyond the
Honestly.
sky's the limit. It is like there is no limit.
yeah,
It's like
the
it's
moon
gonna
and
be
stars. Yeah.
amazing. All right, we should move on to the next thing because we still have a lot to talk about.
Is that all of Disney
That's
World?
all of Disney World.
All right, we should
No, yeah, we
breeze
hit
through
everything.
the rest, kind of clump them all into one little category.
Okay, let's just do
We have
The
Disneyland
international
Paris.
parks.
It's getting a new show with its revamp of Disney Adventure World. There's a Frozen section coming in 2026 that will come with a new name.
thanks for watching with
And
us.
they get
Hey,
the
thanks,
Lion
Jerry.
King area and Log Ride, which I think we already touched on a little bit just because comments came in.
Yeah, so Disneyland Paris is getting cool things, but I know like Frozen, they already talked about coming to Paris. They
Yes.
just kind of confirmed it.
And I'm so excited that we have. I'm very glad that they didn't revamp Splash Mountain all with Tiana. I'm glad that there's kind of a difference. And
yeah,
so I
if that's what they're doing, then I
because
think that's really
what it
cool.
looks like is they're going to be replacing because Disneyland Paris. Is it Paris or no? Am I wrong?
There's one that's Disneyland Paris, but I think they have two parks.
They might. But is there a Splash Mountain in Disneyland
Oh.
Paris?
You know, I don't
wait.
know.
Oh, our camera died.
camera
Our
died.
camera died.
Oh shoot! I'll fix that.
This is the issue with 3-hour streams.
Hour and a half.
No, hour and a half. Excuse my mouth. It's been a long weekend, guys.
It sounds like there's not currently a Splash Mountain at Disneyland Paris.
Well, never mind.
Well, then, yeah. Then it's basically their answer to Disneyland Paris. To Splash Mountain at Disneyland Paris.
All right, so Eric's gonna fix the screen, and
But-
we're gonna keep talking.
Anyway, the Lion King area will be great.
Well, don't move on until we're on screen, but we can just keep talking about this. What's interesting about Splash Mountain, or not about Splash Mountain, about Paris, is that it's a Lion King ride, and in the concept art, it looked just like Splash Mountain.
Yeah, it had the same
The same
log
big,
art,
funny
the big drop with the water.
yeah,
looks like it was based on live action Lion King.
yeah.
It does, but they
Wait,
kept
wait,
saying
they can't hear
animated.
Eric.
Oh, so sorry. Forgot they couldn't hear Eric.
It does look like they're using live action Lion King though, which
That's
is
what
super
the
interesting.
concept art said. But
Yeah,
then vocally, they've always said animated.
right.
So we'll see how that actually goes.
Yes. Eric is still working, so give me 1 second.
Yes.
Oh, good. Glad your Wi-Fi's holding up. We're just
Hey.
gonna keep saying hi here. Well, just,
Like, we have some great comments, and I definitely want to say all the stuff.
yeah. Listening from Anaheim. Wi-Fi's holding up, so you get to hang. I love it.
Excellent.
Hey, there we are.
That was a weird
What
color
a
thing we had
good
going
looking
on.
duo.
I need to know what everyone's listening
All right. So while we wait for Eric to sit back down, where are you guys watching from? We are live from our new studio,
Yeah.
Insider Studio.
Oh,
so
Eric's
pretty
hand
awesome.
is on screen.
There's Eric.
Listening from Florida. Jerry's listening from a flight. That's
Yes.
fun.
Listening from Florida, love it. No, listening is because we weren't on camera. yet.
Listening, exactly.
New York, Woodland, California. Disney Channel stuff that would be awesome.
That would be fun.
Brea, El Paso, Texas. Nice. You guys from
Yeah.
all over. I love it. But yeah,
We
just
still
to
have a lot
keep
of ground
talking,
to color.
we
to cover
also
here. I'm
have the
looking.
Disney cruise lines. We have 4 new ships
Well,
added
okay,
to the fleet.
I was going to touch on Disney Cruise Lines because it's a little longer in a second. And I wanted to breeze through just the rest of the Disney parks.
I already started. Sorry.
Hold on.
But you started without Eric, so it doesn't count.
Here we are. Okay.
All right, cool.
I'm
So
finally
I said
back.
4 new ships coming to Disney Cruise Line. Can you believe it? That's
Yeah,
a lot.
that's
That's
crazy.
that's a lot. It's
We're
going to be
going to have
13 ships
A
total.
Have you guys ever been on a Disney cruise? Do you like Disney cruises?
Yeah, comment if we have any Disney cruise people.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Denna.
Hi.
Hi.
I can't believe that we're gonna have 13 ships though. We got some catching up to do. We've only ever been on the Fantasy.
Well, and
One
one of
ship.
them is going to be like porting in Japan.
I know.
Yeah,
Like,
flights
it's gonna-
out, ports, not
Ports.
I keep saying flights. Taking off, I don't know,
Launching?
Launching, what do you say? Take off, I don't know.
Leaving?
Leaving out of Singapore. I think that's going to be really
Hey,
cool.
watching from the Pacific Ocean. That's awesome. England, UK, also awesome.
Also awesome.
That's very cool. I love how many people Oh, Splash Mountain's still in Tokyo. That's what it is. I knew Splash Mountain was still open in one park around the world. I just didn't know which one.
Yes.
And Roy had a question that I thought was interesting.
What was it?
He said, "Why does it always feel like Disneyland gets the short end of the stick?" I think
Well-
that's a fantastic question, and I know my answer. I'll let you guys go
I
first.
think that we have a lot coming to Disneyland, honestly. I think so. Josh was super specific and super clear that only things that were already in motion with permits and development moving forward. I know that like one of the D23s, they announced all this stuff coming to Disneyland, and then the city denied the permits, and then they didn't ever make it happen, and then Disney was held holding the bag, saying, "Why didn't you guys
Why
do
didn't
what
you guys
said?"
do all
Right.
this?
And so I think
So I think they're having some issues with that and just getting everything
That's
in order
my genuine
so they
opinion.
can make these
What I was
changes.
gonna say, I would believe that we're getting announcements for Disneyland, but in terms of the timing for D23, if they didn't have the permit, then they weren't gonna talk about it. So I think things could be coming to Disneyland. The other thing they have is they do not have unlimited space the way they do in Florida. I mean,
Yes.
that map you saw with the massive parking lot, they own all that. They're allowed to move streets, highways, most things.
Mhm.
in Florida,
In Florida, they can do a lot because there's so much land out there. Disneyland backs up to a city.
A
It
city
has
highway.
City. There's residents on all ends, so they are more landlocked. They have to kind of do with the space they have and kind of quietly expand as opposed to doing these grand gestures.
Well, not to mention that Disney has actually made some improvements outside of the D23 Expos.
oh yeah, even
mean-
recently, the new downtown Disney remodel is spectacular.
It is, it looks
so
great.
Yeah.
And
Um,
there's 3 or 4 Michelin star restaurants going into downtown Disney right now.
Honestly,
that
they
they're already
also
working on.
they're revamping the entire New Orleans Square area and reworking it to look a little more presentable, to have a little more better flow, blah. You get what I mean. They just have a new Tarzan's Treehouse. That's
Yeah.
the
So
Adventureland Treehouse.
they actually did a lot to Disneyland before D23, and so I think that
I
they
think
didn't-
just with the timing of when the expo was this time,
Mhm.
my personal take is just that with different permits in place, they were not confident and able to announce things. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that we get
'cause
Arendelle.
we got
to
a
Disneyland.
$60 billion announcement into Disneyland.
We did.
Right,
Like,
they pledged that money specifically into Disneyland, and I still believe that that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Good point with Bennett,
Bennett,
thinking
that-
Hollywoodland
Yeah.
at Disneyland. Though in California Adventure they have Hollywood Studios.
Mhm.
I know that's the name of the Florida parks, but Hollywood is gonna change. No more Monsters Inc. ride, and the big buildings maybe for Coco. That's a great point.
see,
I
I,
mean,
could see
we
that
have-
happening. I don't want it to happen because I love Monsters Inc.
But-
ride.
So I love the Monsters Inc. ride too, but they have that entire Avengers warehouse that's just shopping.
Right,
And it's
stage
not even-
17. So there's like stage 17 plus the Hyperion plus all the land for the Monsters Inc. ride plus all the land for the PhilharMagic show. So if they really wanted to do an overhaul, they could do some very big things.
Yeah, there's
And so-
definitely space for it. They would have to get rid of things, but it's things that
Are pretty
are pretty.
like huge open. Like stage 17 is more than an acre, I
Yeah.
think, in itself.
It's
For sure.
huge.
It's huge.
and
Maybe
it
I'm
literally
wrong.
is just Avengers shopping.
It's just shopping, right? So you just move the merch somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's hope we get more. You're welcome, Roy.
More.
Yes.
I'm hoping for more for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Kara, do you want to tell? Oh, wait. So the 4 new cruise ships, though, for the cruises.
Yes, Disney cruises.
That
What
would
are
be
they
great.
called? Do you remember the
They
names?
didn't tell us.
They didn't even name them all.
Oh, really?
They probably
We
don't
have the
know.
two that were already in production that don't count with those 4 new ships.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's the Treasure and the Destiny. The Treasure is going to be the main theme is Jasmine and Aladdin,
Oh, right.
and it's going to have a lot of. I think it's going to be a pirates area, and the main show is going to be Moana.
Yeah.
Yes, and
They said that there's like a 15-foot tall prop.
puppet. They
Puppet.
called her a puppet.
Yep,
And
because it's Taka.
Taka, and so a 15-foot tall Taka puppet. It's
50.
gonna be.
It was not 15.
It was not 15.
It was 50.
Are
Really?
you sure?
I'm pretty
On
sure.
a cruise
I
ship?
thought it was 15. I swore he said 15.
Someone else who was there chime in.
Yeah,
Was it
I don't
15 or
know.
50?
But either way, it's gonna be awesome. I mean, it's
It
gonna be
is.
so
It looks
cool.
super cool. Moana is going to make a great stage show in general.
Oh,
They
yeah.
also announced that the Disney Destiny's main theme is going to be Hercules with a Hercules show.
50.
Well,
But wait,
interesting. This
Eric's
article says 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah,
So now I'm not sure. But Taka is going to be a massive puppet.
It was a 15. That's what I remember. Either way, it's gonna be huge. So it's gonna be very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Stand corrected. I thought they were talking about
It's gonna be so good.
5 stories.
Right. I thought it was going to be really huge, but I didn't actually.
Yeah.
I can't tell anymore. Either way, 15 is
hard
pretty
to
huge for a
say.
puppet. So we'll see what they really go for. And yes, there is a Spider-Man roller coaster coming to Hong Kong.
Yes, that's what I was going to talk about. Actually, both of the Asian parks have Spider-Man rides coming. It's definitely a coaster in Shanghai. Hong
Yes.
Kong was they said just arrived, and it looked like you were in more of it looked more like a Tower of Terror car,
Yeah.
like in the
it really
concept art.
did.
So I wonder how that's going to go.
Yeah,
But Shanghai was definitely like a tried and true coaster.
yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Yeah, I made it on the jumbo screen. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes. Let's go. It's so much fun. It's so funny. Just dancing along, having a good time. Yes, we'll always say hi to mom. I'm sure mom says hi back.
Yeah.
Anything else? Oh, we did announce that there's going to be at Disneyland and in Disney World, they're going to be doing a Mandalorian re-theme
Oh,
of
I forgot to write that down.
Smugglers Run.
Smuggler's Run.
That one's really
That
cool.
That's
I'm
gonna be
really excited
awesome.
about.
It's going to be Mandalorian and Grogu re-theme of Smuggler's Run, and
So,
I can't wait.
I think it's going to be an option, kind of like Star Tours is an option, and they have Chewie mode,
Right.
something like that.
No, I think it's gonna be a whole new mission.
A whole new mission.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
gonna be a
sure
whole
because
new
they said
mission.
they're developing it in the Unreal Engine. So I would imagine that's going to be whole new renderings. I don't think it's
I'm-
going to be small.
I'm so
Oh, I
excited.
don't think it's gonna be small either.
And I think it's going to be really great. One of the things I've said about that ride in particular is that they have the ability to make it so much like Star Tours, where you like go on different missions in the Millennium Falcon and you figure out what it
Exactly.
is.
They've needed
I mean,
that.
it's still just screens and audio.
Right, and so they just have to change it. They can do the same exact thing, and I'm so excited.
If this is true that the Shanghai coaster for Spider-Man is like Cosmic Rewind,
I would be booking a Shanghai
that's a
trip
massive
immediately.
win. That's a
Like
massive
you have no
win.
idea.
Yeah, that'd be
Cosmic
great.
Rewind is the greatest roller coaster in the world.
Yeah.
It is my personal favorite ride anywhere.
Ever.
That's what I'm curious. Would it change the pre-show with Hondo?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was
I-
waiting for that
I
since
would
it
hope
opened.
that Hondo would stay around because
Yeah.
I like Hondo. I
You're
think
right
he's
though,
cool.
Bennett. Like since Smuggler's Run opened, it's felt like it needed variety, and I think
Yeah.
hopefully this is it.
Yeah, I'm
Hopefully.
so excited.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yes, this was also
Yes,
announced.
actually.
This was next.
The collab with Epic Games is going extremely well. In fall, we're going to have Disney villains in Fortnite. And more immediately, within the next week, we are going to have The Incredibles and I think Mandalorian.
Yeah, so Mr. and Mrs. Incredible plus Frozone, so the 3 adults. That kind of makes sense, so that there's not like a height thing because Dash is kind
They're
of short.
also going to have a backpack of Grogu that
That's
going
gonna
to
be adorable.
Yep.
Yeah.
which is going to be awesome.
Um,
They have
For the villains, I think it was Maleficent and it was Gaston and it was someone else who was
Like Jafar.
Oh wait, I posted it on TikTok. One
It was
second.
either
Okay.
Jafar or the Queen of Hearts.
I don't think it was Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts.
Then I'm wrong,
Let me
and
see.
it was Jafar.
I think it might be
I
Jafar.
think
Anyways,
it's
I remember
Jafar.
the red
Villains are
color
in Fortnite.
really well.
we played Fortnite originally when it was popular. We probably haven't played in maybe 3 years. It's been a while since we've been in
Well, no,
Fortnite.
I don't know. I played a
Me
few months
too.
ago, but not often.
Right, we haven't played off. Oh, it might have been Cruella.
Cruella.
Was it?
Oh,
Now I need to
Let me
know.
see.
That
let
would
me see.
also fit the red.
I have the video
Thought
We
right
I
do
here.
had.
have Doctor Doom now as well.
Yes, Doctor Doom.
We have
Is going to be
something
great.
villainous is coming to Fortnite. Oh, Maleficent,
Captain Hook.
Maleficent, Cruella DeVille, and Captain Hook. Those are the
Oh,
three.
nice.
Then I got all of them wrong.
That's
Except
okay.
Maleficent.
I think that's gonna be fun. I love
Awkward.
Disney characters. I love that they'd be in a video game, and I think it's gonna just be a whole bunch of fun.
Yes.
But yeah,
And-
that concludes the announcements at the parks panel.
Well,
Wow.
yeah. Well, we also get Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel. Anyone else coming? Oh, villains. That's all out of Fortnite. Is there
Yes.
anything else?
And then so
They said that there's more coming than just the collabs. They said that's just the tip of the iceberg,
Right,
and that
well,
there's
and-
so much more coming with all branches of Disney.
well, and as they said, they're still developing, from what I remember, their own game for Epic Games. I think
Right.
Disney and Epic Games are still collaborating. I think this stuff with Fortnite is just kind of bringing the fans along and kind of bringing in the concept of them working together.
right.
So I think Disney experiences or Disney products, I guess. Is that what this like? Yeah, I guess the
Yeah.
games are Disney products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I will say though.
Let's take a break from this though, because I
Wow.
think that was a lot of talking.
That's a
lot
good
of
point.
news.
Sad for Kingdom Hearts.
I don't think it'll affect it because they still have
No.
multiple things in the work with
with
Square Enix already.
Yeah, so they have stuff in the works. I'm sure.
But that one's on a single case basis. This one's a little broader.
Epic
Do you
Games
guys
is like a
mind
partnership.
if I show you some of our merch drop though? Some of the merch that we bought
Oh, can I
at
say
D23?
before we
Yes.
fully move on? I did notice that we forgot to say one thing from the movies panel that I really wanted to mention,
Okay.
and that is the excitement that is the Greatest Showman becoming a stage play.
Yes. Guys,
Like-
that was also one of my favorite parts, especially with that panel. I lost my mind. I lost my voice the first day of D23 because
That announcement.
That
that
announcement.
Yeah, that
it
did
was
it.
spectacular. They did a medley. They did Beauty and the Beast, and then they went into Hercules, and then Let It Go from Frozen. They announced that Frozen is going to be on Disney Plus, the Broadway version.
Yeah.
And then Samantha
Samantha Barks.
Barks came out.
Barks.
Spectacular rendition of Let It Go.
Gorgeous.
Just
She
Yeah.
ended on
amazing.
that lovely high note, and then the lights go down.
And then after Let It Go, we went straight into the lights coming down. Everyone bowed, curtain call,
And
quiet
you just hear the wow.
from The
Yeah.
Greatest Showman. It was so cool.
That was
Um,
a top 5 moment. They really, really crushed it with that.
Yeah, they did such a nice job. All right, so
Yeah.
on to the merch. Are you
Onto
guys
the
ready?
merch.
I want to show you guys some of the
We
merch.
have a
that we've
great
done.
haul, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More?
All
All
right,
right.
are you guys ready?
So we're going to
Hold on a
look
second.
for merch.
Hey,
Yes, so
what's up,
excited.
Chrissy?
Hey, welcome.
Chrissy.
Yes. See, Greatest Showman. It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
Woo.
Adam always drops his mic when he leaves and then says sorry. I apologize if you're in headphones. and
Man,
it
we're going to
kinda
put
hits
his name
hard.
on that one.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's going
this
to break.
is Adam's mic.
Anyways, so we just finished a very, very long recap of every single item that was announced at the Parks panel. This has probably been almost as long as the Parks panel itself was.
Honestly, enjoy.
Um,
Let's just be quiet for a second and let them enjoy a second of silence from all that info dump and just kind of shake ourselves off. Ready? Okay.
All right, anyways, I thought it was funny that Kara said that let's let them enjoy silence and then kept talking.
Well, I
to
was just
explain
telling
it.
them why.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Anyways, we want to do a merch haul because we just finished probably an hour of this stream that we just did. We've been on for an hour and 55 minutes. I think an hour of it was just
The parks
night 2
panel?
parks and experiences. We talked about every park.
The Parks panel was 3.5 hours,
It
and they
was.
gave us so
Yeah, we
much,
Right?
So much info. And if there's anything that you guys like did that we missed that you want to talk about from the first 2 nights, let us know right now, and we'll bring it up.
Yeah, shout out to behind the scenes crew, mom and dad. They're always coming
They're
in
always
and helping
the
out.
best.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're
Let's give a
awesome.
round of applause for them. They're really great.
Woo.
We're gonna get I'm gonna talk about our studio for a second because I'm so excited. But we're in our new studio,
Yes.
and we're going to keep upgrading it slowly.
Yes. So
It'll be
as you
fun.
can see, just for reference, we're currently on an orange couch, which we adore. We need stuff behind us because right now this wall
It's
It's
just,
total
it's
plain.
kind of
empty.
two-dimensional.
It is.
It
We
needs
like
a little
it.
depth.
We like it. We like it. It was
We
good.
do.
Yeah.
But then we also are going to be able to do some fun things with lighting so we don't have these shadows. And then there's going to be like a little stream deck thing so that when we say go mom and dad, there'll be
We're
a
gonna,
little like applause.
push a button. Yeah, there'll be
Like,
things
woo.
going.
And we'll have a better table that'll actually fit that thing.
Yeah, so hopefully, just like the Parks panel, we have new technology coming to the Insider Studio.
Yeah,
That would
very,
be
very
cool.
soon.
Yeah.
And you
Um,
guys will get to be part of the process watching it be upgraded.
One of the items for somewhere in the studio, it might not even be on camera, but are you gonna
It's
pull
over
it?
there.
Oh.
So we're talking about doing a merch haul.
Yeah.
Bennett does make a decent point. Maybe too long on the Parks panel.
Oh, no. I don't know. I loved it. I'm sorry.
I was having
The
a ball.
problem is if they made
Honestly-
it any shorter and they cut out either Megan Trainor or Pentatonics or any of the or John Stamos, and
Any of the
those-
musical guests.
I
Even
honestly,
Chromeo.
to the point,
Chromeo is where I got on my screen.
to the
so-
point, I almost didn't care about any of the announcements. I
'Cause
was
it was
like,
just a party.
I was just having
In
so
the
much
middle
fun.
of all this, wait, we didn't even talk about this. In the middle of all this, Plain White Tees sang Surface
Oh,
Pressure
yeah.
from Encanto.
And that was incredible.
It
like
was so
No.
good.
honestly, if Disney is listening, please, oh please, oh please, put all of those songs on
On
like a Spotify playlist.
Yes.
I
'cause
need to hear those versions of those
I
songs
need to hear
again,
Megan Trainor singing that song whenever I want.
whenever I want.
Now, Bennett makes a good point. It was 1 a.m. for Bennett.
It
He
did
was.
go a little late. Maybe it could have started earlier. but,
Yeah.
Hopefully you were on, Bennett. I mean, you were probably watching the whole time, but I know there was a stream for cast members, so hopefully you were on that.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi. Just hoping,
So stoked for The Greatest Showman. Yes.
Same. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
So fun.
Greatest Showman.
No, that's honestly like so real. Like the second I saw Greatest Showman, I was like, this needs to be on Broadway.
It does.
And I
That-
can't wait to see
we
Rewrite the
saw
Stars on
that
Broadway.
movie in theaters 4 times.
Can you imagine A
times.
Million Dreams on Broadway?
A Million Dreams is gonna be sweet when they're young.
Tightrope.
I
Yeah,
know.
Tightrope.
It's all
Any
gonna
song.
be
I'm sure
sweet.
they'll have original songs.
I was gonna say, I hope there's an original song for Broadway.
Oh, there better be.
Yeah, I'm
like
sure
there
There was
should
a
should
be.
moment. I remember there was a moment where I wanted a song in that movie. Now I can't remember. The movie's perfection, but I did think that at one point. But we keep saying merch hall, so let's
So,
give them a merch hall.
Before we do that, I know. Sorry, wait. I want to talk on Bennett's comment here.
Didn't
I-
know it was going to be a 3-hour show.
Neither did they. It was originally slated to be 2 hours. They said it would be a 2-hour show, and it was 3. So there was a whole extra hour that we weren't anticipating. Not
Yeah.
complaining, especially for the money we played. You can take an extra hour.
We did. So this
Like-
was like you usually when you pay for your expo tickets, then
It
you
comes
wait.
with access to panels when you wait in
But
line.
This was
honestly,
the Honda Center. It did not come
I-
included.
I thought it was better than sleeping on the floor overnight, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we've had to
honestly-
get there very early and do some crazy things in order to get into the parks panel.
Well,
I
so-
have to say, being there in the moment too, I did not realize it was 3 hours. I looked up at the end and I said, "We're not getting anything else."
I know, yeah.
I was like, that's
That
it.
It was
it?
so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I wanted, and then someone said, "You've been here 3 hours," and I was like,
I looked at my watch. It was like 10:45. I was
I'm
like,
like,
oh my
oh.
gosh.
Yeah.
So once I have time to process this, I will actually be very satisfied.
we loved it. The parks panel was my single favorite part of the whole night because the announcements were huge, and I've always wanted to see Pentatonics live.
Do you
and
mean
we
the whole
finally,
week?
Yeah, would I say the
You
whole
said
night?
the whole night.
Oh, the whole week. Because
The parks panel was the night.
I know, yeah. Well, I finally got to see Pentatonics perform live, which was
Yeah.
spectacular, and then Megan Trainor crushed it with Be the Birds.
Hello, can we get to the merch?
Plain-
hall?
yeah,
The
hall.
merch hall, Adam.
It
Although,
was
one thing,
spectacular.
we were talking about Greatest Showman on Broadway. From now on, I'm going to be in the audience screaming that song, just screaming. It's gonna be so
I know,
fun.
guys.
Yeah.
You aren't ready for like you can't take us to
I
Broadway.
am not
'cause you'll just be
emotionally
singing
prepared for
along.
this. I know that's frowned upon in Broadway too.
Thank you.
Fantastic show.
Merch.
Don't get me wrong. Sorry to
Merch.
distract. All right.
All right.
Thank you so much, guys, for keeping us on track. I'm gonna show you. So this is last year's merch that I'm wearing now.
2 years.
Same.
Oh yeah.
2 years.
We say last year. It was last,
Last
D23
D23.
2 years ago. I think this thing is kind of cool. It's got like Mickey.
It's got Mickey on the back.
Show me your arm.
The arm is
Oh, the arm.
bedazzled.
Wrong arm.
It says D23. That's last year's. We didn't get it this year.
But
This one says. Wait.
Merch, 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 merch. I love this. All right, guys, comment if you want the merch.
this is the first item we want to talk about.
I'm so excited for this, you
They
guys.
did a studio exclusive set, and so the Walt Disney Studios in Glendale are a pretty cool place. It's where they film movies for the most part and all the TV shows, but it's also where I know some of the corporate employees work.
And
It
this is a model
Walt and Mickey statue
of the
model,
partner statue.
and it is. We're gonna have it in our house somewhere. We're so excited.
It's very cool. So there's a model of the partner statue that's in both Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom.
I know we haven't actually unboxed it yet. It's our first time
This
taking
is
that.
kinda
and
out.
the
honestly,
unboxing.
I wanted this little piece of our happy
It
place at
belongs
home.
in our studio.
I don't know if we should take it out.
Oh, we should. We gotta show the people.
We gotta show the people. I'll hold the
don't-
microphones.
Don't break it.
Is it tape? Is
Oh, it's
yeah.
tapes. That's okay. Yeah, that's all right.
No, we gotta show them.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh wait, it comes off. Good.
Yay! Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Here, I'm gonna zoom in.
Yeah.
Look at it. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Zoom in, Adam. You're zooming out.
We don't need to zoom out.
Lean out.
We're
Kara.
so excited.
You know.
Lean out because it'll focus on him.
Oh yeah, here.
There it is. All right, stop. 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 You're moving. There. It's back on Kara. Come on, focus. Boom. That's a great shot. No, Kara, your eyes. You're looking. No, Kara, cover your eyes. There you go. Wow. Wow. Everyone give oohs and ahs in the
I think I
comments.
can applause, but I don't want to blast them out.
Yeah, you're gonna blast them out.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
It's not
will
worth it.
blast them out.
Ooh, ah.
Anyway, that's our little statue. He's our little
Yes,
friend.
That's our friend. We gotta put him somewhere.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
If we put him there, he can be seen.
That's perfect.
There we
Yeah.
go.
So anyway,
I
we're
love
so
that.
excited.
Isn't that so? Ooh. Thank you, Olivia.
Ah.
Ooh, thank you, Chrissy.
Ooh.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jaden. Thank you, Olivia.
Does it have a Walter ring?
All right.
No. And honestly, it would frankly look a little
Okay.
chunky on this one.
This was funny though. So we saw this on the floor. They had one that was out, and then they had them in boxes. The one that was out, Walt's fingers were missing,
Like
and
all
it
of
was
them.
really, really creepy and funny. Ooh, does Walt's head look like it's looking too far down?
No.
Maybe it's just the angle.
No, good point, Bennett. I think you might be right.
Interesting.
Okay.
So
He's
I
looking.
have to say
he's
though,
looking straight. I think he's supposed to be looking more up. I would
Okay.
agree with Bennett actually.
I like
have
it.
to say, we've never seen this statue from this angle.
No, we have. We've been there. We've seen
No,
the
no,
statue.
no. But like not from the top down.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see
He's
what
always
you're
looking
saying.
down on us.
Oh, you might be right, Kara.
Yeah,
Because
Kara's
when you
right.
hold him up above you and you're
you hold
looking
him
up at
above
him,
you, he's
he
still
looks
looking
normal.
above you. It's just when he's below you
Because
It
you
looks
go
that
down.
a
he's
little
looking
awkward.
down.
That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
This is cracking me up. Okay,
Because Bennett
so-
and Kara are both making a very good point with that. That's so funny.
Okay, hold this for a second. So I
Oh,
can-
Bennett has one from years ago that his dad has.
Oh,
Interesting.
nice.
I
Okay.
wonder if
Cool.
they're the same.
Probably.
Okay.
Next piece of merch.
Next
Adam's
piece,
obsessed
I'm
with this.
obsessed. And my amazing family surprised me with this. I didn't know that I was getting this, and
Yeah.
it is the coolest thing I've
It's
ever
our
seen.
favorite merch.
Check it. All right.
I don't need two mics.
All right.
There it is.
Can I have my mic back? Oh, it is a Sorcerer Mickey spirit jersey, and it has Sorcerer Mickey comics all over the front. But then wait until you see the back. Like what?
Look at this.
Isn't
The
that so
colors are
cool?
so
it's
good.
immaculate.
I'm obsessed.
Still
It is so
comics all
awesome.
through it. Yeah, that's like probably one of the coolest things we got. You also got
Oh.
a T-shirt.
I'm obsessed with the jersey.
Wait, my favorite item
I
is in
also
those bags.
did
Oh.
get.
I'll have to go find
this-
it.
A T-shirt. No,
No.
the T-shirt.
Oh.
The
Then
t-shirts there too. I
there
like the
also
t-shirt.
is this, and it says, "I wonder if I dare try a little magic trick."
And he's looking at the broom.
And then there's another Sorcerer's Mickey.
There's
I don't
nothing
know
on the
if we
back
have
of
it,
this one.
but
It
it's
says Sorcerer's Apprentice.
okay.
Oh.
There's a Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, another one. Oh, right here.
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Ooh, I will.
And on the back, it says, "Is Mickey taking a nap?" Anyway, we love it. I think it's so cool. So anyway, yeah, that's
Showed that one.
oh yeah, we showed that one. Then where's the
Kara got this piece of merch for
Ooh,
free though.
I
and
got this one for free, and I'm very happy
that
with it.
does bring some value in the merch.
Okay, can I borrow your microphone? Like, we just hold it. Woo!
Adam.
Again. Okay, wait. It's a Camp Half Blood t-shirt from the Percy Jackson booth. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I had one of these when I was like 12, and I have very much grown out of it by now. But on the back, the cast actually signed as their characters.
I think that's so cool.
And it's so cool. The arm says D23, and this is a free souvenir. So, like,
yeah.
Free souvenirs. Got to give some credit to that
All right.
for sure.
absolutely.
Next up, this is Eric's.
This is
I'll let
mine.
you hold
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
All right, this is Eric's.
So the front of it is pretty plain, but that's okay. It has a Disney D. It's kind of a denim jersey material because the back. Dun, 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 dun.
Doo-doo-loo. It's the Walt Disney Studios. Isn't
It's
that
a
so cool?
complete look at all the buildings that they have on the lot. It's a great look. I can't see it. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's got the animation building with the hat. It's got the Doors building with Legends Plaza. The
it has
ABC
the
building.
water tower,
All right, we should
Yeah.
zoom through
Pluto's
this. though.
Corner.
Yeah, so that's the merch haul. I'm obsessed with that jersey. I really
More.
am.
So Sorcerer Mickey is one of my favorite characters.
That is mine.
And Sorcerer Mickey is also the theme of D23
it's
this
kind of the
year.
mascot of D23. So Kara
And
got
I
this
have
awesome.
an obsession with notebooks. I will always buy a new notebook. Like,
So Kara got that.
I got this.
Pretty
it's
epic.
this
I got
beautiful
this
thick
one.
leather, and it has a D23 pen that comes with
I
it.
know the pen was included.
So excited.
And the
so
paper, I don't know. The paper's so
This is
fresh
where-
and it's lined.
where we're writing all our new Insiders videos.
It
yeah,
is.
right. Ooh, Bennett says that's my office building feature animation.
Oh, really?
Wow,
That's so cool.
that's very
awesome.
cool. I love that it looks like that.
Yeah.
I know.
Next
So
up,
good.
Kara.
Percy Jackson
Or-
love.
Oh, is this mine?
Yeah.
I think it's mom's.
No, it's
Yeah,
mom's.
this is a
I was like, I
crossbody.
don't think this is mine.
Also
but-
with some of the buildings.
It's a cool crossbody. It's got an orange strap, which you know we love. It's also got the buildings, but it looks a little different. it's more like a checker, and some of the checkers are
All right,
buildings.
guys. Are you ready for the main event? This is the main
Ooh,
event.
we could change
this is
into these.
yours.
This
Main
is,
event.
I'm gonna change. Kara,
I'm stalling?
Yeah.
Okay, but I was going to look for stuff while you stalled, so. Okay, well, anyway, it has been awesome. I got this really cool Percy Jackson shirt. That was so much fun. Oh, that's so cool. Jaden got the Iron Man helmet. I saw that. That looked really cool. It said it was also powered by the Space Stone.
Yeah,
I
do you wanna say
think
first?
when I saw it. One thing we did not get was the Star Tours cruiser, but
Okay.
that's okay
Are you
because we
sure?
got these, which are awesome.
are we drum rolling?
We're drum rolling.
If
Okay.
you saw our Facebook post, we were wearing these, but I don't know if we did the. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know.
and Instagram.
Drum roll, please.
drum roll.
Check these
All right.
out. I
What?
love these.
Okay, so they're Disney D23 varsity jackets with
Yeah.
the Disney D.
Those got
And
the
But
Disney
they're
on
D.
the
this year's
back,
edition.
Hold on. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. On the back, just turn around, kneel down. How are you gonna get back? There it is. All right, up a little bit.
It's Mickey with the crescent moon, which was the logo for this D23.
Yeah.
Also show them your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Other shoulder.
23.
So anyway,
Yeah. We love these.
Anyway,
I really, really love these. We
hold
saw
on.
these and we could not put them down. We tried them on. They're warm. They're light. They're some of my favorites, and I think they look great. So they're really fun. I'll wear this instead of my other one. But yeah, that's the
I
back
apologize
of
in
it.
advance. I'm going to cross in front of the camera because there's something I need to find.
Oh,
Okay.
Kara's looking for a specific piece of merch that she loves.
so
So,
anyway, we love them. Bye, Kara.
bye, Kara. There she goes.
There was
Yeah, I think these jackets are sick. Yeah, I
there
love them.
was
Jerry.
actually a piece of merch that we didn't buy, but I didn't realize until they were sold out how cool it actually was.
Where did
It-
D23
it-
week?
Oh yeah.
Oh well, this is. I'll bring this on in a second. There was a piece of. It was a toy that was the original Star Tours ride vehicle. Hey, thanks, Chrissy. It was the original Star Tours ride vehicle, and it looked really, really cool. And I was like, oh, that's kind of fun or whatever. But it was like $300, and the line was like 2.5 hours. I was like, I don't know, that's a lot. But when
It was
you
expensive. Yeah, I think it was like $300.
but when you hit the button, it played the original Star Tours attraction.
the entire thing.
The entire
entire
thing.
and
thing.
it played on the windshield as a screen. So the windshield was actually a screen, and it played the
en-
mission
and it
with Captain Rex.
yes, with
Yes.
Captain Rex.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It played the original audio and video from the original Star Tours that was at Disneyland, and they only made like 3,000 of them or something like that.
Yeah, because it was the Star Speeder 3000.
Yeah.
All right. May I
So-
show my piece now?
Wait,
One second.
we're still
fine.
talking.
They only made 3,000 of them, and they sold out at D23 before the first day. Like the first few
I'm
hours,
pretty
they were
sure.
sold out.
Yeah,
And so I was like, originally, I'm like, Star Tours Speeder, love it, but long line, kind of expensive, not really sure. But then I found out how cool it actually was. I'm like,
And
oh.
by that time, we're like, oh, we should have gotten it.
I
And of
know.
course, it was too late.
Some
Yeah,
people
anyway.
we know bought this baseball jersey that Bennett's mentioning. It was
It's
very
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was awesome.
Yes.
Okay, I
Totally
have to say
worthy.
though,
This is Kara's piece.
this is actually the only piece I personally bought, not because nothing else was cool, but because nothing else holds a candle to this.
Just reveal.
These was for Mary Poppins' anniversary.
Yeah.
Look at these.
So these are super cool. It's Mary Poppins, her whole aesthetic, jolly holiday.
Jolly holiday.
Jolly
ears.
holiday outfit. It's got a little penguin in the middle.
Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Oh wait, it's me. Wait. There it goes. It focused.
It has the penguin in the middle and the red bows.
Our camera's really
And
smart.
it's just my favorite thing
Our-
in the world.
Our camera's really smart, and it focuses on your eyes, so we have to cover our eyes.
Which
And
we totally
I have one
appreciate.
of the first like dress shop dresses that's a Mary Poppins dress that would match this perfectly.
She does have a Mary Poppins
And
dress.
I couldn't just pass these up. So
No.
Yeah, so we did
this
that.
is
for the
why I
merch.
didn't get anything else because I was so satisfied with these.
D23 weekend though, so they made it a big event this year. So even before D23, we did an Angels game that was D23 day.
Yeah, we got to
at
go to a
Angels Stadium.
baseball game and see the Angels play. They even won.
They
the
did?
Angels won. And
We got this little Mickey Mouse
Also cover
picture
your eyes.
bobblehead thing.
And if you turn around, it says Mickey on the jersey.
It does.
Yeah.
And the number is D23. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little small to focus.
And then it's not quite merch. We showed
Yeah.
at the beginning of the stream, but we're 2 hours in, so I'm gonna show it again. A fan gifted us these Choose Magic bracelets.
Oh yeah, we
Where'd
got
mine
these at the
go?
beginning.
They're so cool.
That one's actually mine,
Like,
but that's
as
okay.
you guys know, we do Choose Magic a
Choose
lot.
Magic.
And then somebody on the show floor was
Yeah.
like, guys, we made these for you, and we need
oh wait,
to have them.
that was actually pretty good. Yeah, you can kind of read it. Sorry.
Choose Magic bracelets.
Choose Magic.
I'm like,
I've been wearing it since she gave it to us.
I know, I
yesterday.
haven't taken it
Haven't
off yet.
taken
I'm
it
like, this is really, 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 really cool.
Yeah.
It's an orange Choose Magic friendship bracelet. So
It's
now,
awesome. It's so awesome.
now I'm like, we should do more of these. Like the insiders need these too.
Yeah, we
So
should-
anyway,
Like, would you guys like?
No, that was
Want
definitely
them?
mine. Yeah.
I don't know. I want them.
I don't know. Put
I'm
in the comments if you
ecstatic
do.
to-
Yeah,
this one.
I'm gonna put mine on again.
Yeah. So anyway, that is also something we got at the
Mine's
expo.
not here. I must put it elsewhere.
Anyway, that's pretty much our entire haul. So
there's a picture.
yeah, if
somewhere.
you saw us
But,
our
yeah.
reel where we were carrying big bags, all this stuff was
All
in it.
that stuff was in the bags. The jackets, the jersey. Sadly, not the
Star
baseball
Speeder.
jersey. That was
Oh, the
cool.
baseball jersey would have been cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Friendship bracelets. If you guys would wear Choose Magic with us for friendship bracelets, totally
Yeah.
comment. Especially,
Comment, let us know.
I'm pretty sure they'd be a super fun piece of merch and they wouldn't be very expensive. So I think they
Yes.
would be really fun. I know we have to
Thank
talk about the
you.
legends.
I know.
Thank you, Olivia. Bracelets are a great idea. Yes, we
Yay.
totally
Awesome.
agree.
Hey, and Jerry would wear one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See,
Yeah.
we got a whole little group
Cool.
here.
I love everyone who commented already has a Choose Magic shirt. I'm
All
like,
right,
"Ah, you guys
Connor
are the
is
best."
ready though. Is right though. We need to talk about the legends. Okay, this was our first legend ceremony that we actually attended.
This is our first time ever going to
Like,
a Disney
ever.
Legends ceremony. Really cool. We've been to D23 before. Always missed the Legends.
So the Legends ceremony though, it was stupendous. It felt like we were at the Oscars.
It did.
It did.
It was awesome, and they had this insane screen that was
Crazy.
just the coolest thing
It's
I've
like
ever
this
seen.
massive 4K screen that was probably 5 stories tall
It was
and even
huge.
wider than that. It'd be great to watch like the Super Bowl on that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
And Eric, like when Eric's face was up there, he was like 40% of the screen on the left and the right side, and it was like, and it was like
So funny.
cropped.
It was
like,
cropped. Like you
his
couldn't even
nose-
see. I was wearing this Choose Magic. You couldn't see the O of Choose Magic. It was here to here. It was me dancing.
I know, and it
I
was
mean,
so
that was
funny.
a
I
fun
honestly,
panel.
I bet you his nose was like taller than a human.
Yeah, I
You know
Yeah.
bet
what
it
mean?
was. Yeah.
Probably.
Got me all conscious about how my nose looks now.
No, I'm not
Anyway,
just
can we
saying.
get back to the legends?
But the Legends was so cool. I agree with Christian that Miley had a beautiful speech, and I was
That was the
surprised.
highlight of the Parks panel, or not the Parks panel, the Legends ceremony for me. There's obviously some things going on, not things going on, but just Miley Cyrus has had just a crazy career and how much Disney loved her and Disney Channel loved her. She said herself between 2013 and 2016.
She malfunctioned.
She malfunctioned is how
and she
she put it.
embarrassed and she was really disappointed in herself. But
it was
she was
interesting.
she was,
It was really
actually
interesting.
on stage crying that Disney welcomed her back with open arms and accepted what a big deal Hannah Montana was.
yeah,
and it
and
was
she
really
said-
emotional.
She's always going to be a part of me, which is such a different tune than what she had before.
yeah.
And it was just so great to see.
I know, it was really cool. And they started with Best of Both Worlds. They had someone come out and sing that for her. And it was really, really cool.
It
And
was.
she did this beautiful speech that we posted on our Instagram. But
We
it
did.
says, she said that, I'm going to tell you a secret about Disney Legends is that we get nervous too. But the reason we're legends is because we do it scared.
Yeah, and I'm like, we're
Exactly.
scared and we do
And
it
we do it
anyway.
And we
Anyway.
do it anyway. And that's why
And
we're
I'm like that.
I just
That
think
one was so profound.
It was
I thought
really
incredible.
powerful because
And it's
I
like-
just think like you talk about fear and it's not a lack of fear, but just courage even amongst fear. I just think it's so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so she talked about like I don't know that anyone who does something even though they're afraid of it is legendary. It was kind
Lady
of that
Wilson, yeah,
energy.
she did a
It was
beautiful job.
really really cool.
Yeah, Lainey Wilson sang the theme song to Hannah Montana. She's a country star apparently. We embarrassingly didn't recognize her when she came out.
No,
But
that's okay though.
Yeah, that's okay.
She was great.
She did a
But
great
she did
job.
an excellent
Yeah.
job. I was very impressed.
Uh-huh.
And also, little shout out to the fact that they did add Bolt in there. I know
They
it was only
did,
for a
yeah.
few seconds, but that is also a big part of her Disney story.
But rewinding, they actually opened the Disney Legends ceremony with Harrison Ford.
And what a way to start it with a bang.
What a bang! It
Yeah.
was
I
so
know.
good.
Roaring crowds. It was pretty crazy.
It was presented by Bob Iger himself.
Yeah,
which
because
is
apparently
also
Harrison
very.
Ford and Bob Iger are really close friends.
I can see
Yeah.
it, like honestly,
Yeah,
for sure.
It was
and
so
they seemed
cool.
like it on stage.
Harrison Ford. So first of all, before we go into this, I want to say that the audience was spectacular.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Legends Night. It
Yeah,
was-
they were so sweet.
The audience was so kind. The eruption of applause and of cheering and of like celebration was so
supportive.
Supportive.
It was
Yeah.
the longest standing ovation that I have ever been a part of.
And honestly,
I could have gone on
Harrison
for longer.
Ford got a huge standing ovation, but next up was Jamie Lee Curtis.
And she also got a spectacular one.
But even better than that, Jamie Lee Curtis told a story about how much Disney means to her, which I loved.
She talked about being a 10-year-old girl. It was her and her sister, and the big thing for them was going to Disneyland, and they rarely went, but when they went, They would
It was
play a game
always
to see
special.
who saw the Matterhorn first from the street.
Yes.
Right? And that was the game they played. And when they did that, they
So Bennett
just had
asked
such
who
a good
got the
time.
biggest cheer, and
was-
it's actually this moment.
this is actually very
this
interesting.
moment got the biggest cheer.
So it was
She said, "My personal favorite ride is no longer there. It's you may not have heard of it. It's
Wait,
called
wait.
the Carousel of Progress."
yeah,
Oh, I guess that is the biggest cheer.
yeah, it is.
So it was while Jamie Lee Curtis was on
So
stage.
she
It's while
goes,
she was on stage.
and then she goes, now the lyrics are so profound, and she goes, and I want to say them to you. She said, I'm not going to sing them because you don't want to hear me do that, but I'm going to say them to you.
But everybody started cheering the second
They
she said,
interrupted.
"Sing them."
It was like a 3-minute ovation.
And it was people
she-
just cheering to sing it, and then she said no, and then she gets the house down,
And
and she
then-
goes, I'm not going to sing it.
And we
so the
cheer,
crowd
it goes
went back up.
again.
I
crowd
said,
went back
"Do
up.
it."
And said, do it. And it was 30 seconds, and she brings it down, and she goes, I'll only do it if you sing it with me.
And that was the biggest one yet.
That was the biggest cheer yet.
Yeah.
And, it was
then
so loud. It was so loud when they cheered again.
You
Like,
can
had
find
to
the
sing it.
video. You
We
can-
posted it too, actually.
yeah, you can
Um,
find it online. But then we sang.
Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow with Jamie Lee Curtis.
And the whole audience and Jamie Lee Curtis chanted out every lyric to A Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. And it was so cool. It was like
Yeah.
such a community moment. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
It
it was
was
really
so
special.
cool.
honestly,
Yeah.
she might have been my favorite speech personally. It was
Yeah.
so
Although-
respectful and emotional, and I loved it.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'm gonna personally be able to give a favorite when it comes to this panel because
Yeah.
so many people said
Honestly,
so many profound
everybody
things.
was so good.
Yeah.
Do you
but-
know who got an amazing standing ovation?
First I was gonna say.
Oh, you go first.
So Harrison Ford went first, and I do think, based on like them introducing his name, and then when he walked up on stage, he may have been the single biggest cheer for a person.
Yes,
The
I
biggest
agree.
moment though was Jamie Lee Curtis talking about Carousel of Progress.
Yes.
Yes.
Then she sang it with us, which was so
Yes.
cool.
There's a third giant moment, which I think
The most unexpected.
the most unexpected, and I will bring this up now.
Because Connor's correct. The princesses.
It was the princess.
It was the princess.
So this is really cool. So the person receiving the Disney Legend Award was Mark Henn, and he is an animator, great guy. It was kind of interesting. Like the Disney Legend Award is so cool because sometimes it's like, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis, Harrison Ford, Miley Cyrus. Those are big people who are performing on big screens. But then they also gave it to Mark Henn, who's an animator, and he's just this quiet guy. He likes to work. He likes to draw.
He
He may
does.
have been 70, I think. Like
Yeah.
he's older.
Yeah.
And he was just always lived a quiet life and didn't do the big celebrity thing as opposed to the other people getting their awards.
And so he was also awarded just like all the big celebrities. And what was so cool is they brought out the voices of the Disney princesses that he
all
animated.
five that he animated.
Yeah.
And they brought them out to give him his award.
So they brought out Jodie Benson for Ariel. They brought out
Ming Na Wen
Ming
for
Na
Mulan.
Wen for Mulan. They brought out the voice of Jasmine, whose name escapes me. I'm so sorry. They brought out Anika Nani Rose for Tiana and the voice of Belle as well.
Who also escapes
Ashley
me.
something, I think.
Anyway.
I'm forgetting. Anyways, those
Those
five
five
princesses.
princesses.
Those five princesses.
And
When they spoke, it sounded like them, and it was like you could close your
It was
eyes,
chills.
and it was
Yeah.
the princesses honoring him.
Jasmine especially for me.
Jasmine
Like I
Jasmine
closed my
especially.
eyes, I could just hear Jasmine's
Yeah.
voice.
Her
And so it
cadence,
started-
all of it.
they walk out, cheers, and it was pretty modest. It was
It was
good
a
cheers.
good
It was
cheer.
good cheer.
But it was
solid.
modest when it was all five of them.
Yeah.
Then Jodie Benson goes after the cheer. and
Pretty big cheer.
Pretty big cheer.
But then Ming Na Wen, loudest cheer of the night.
That was a roar
from Ming
for
Na Wen.
sure.
Yeah.
It was wild. And what's even more amazing is every single time one of the princesses started to talk, they got their own standing ovation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so every single
So-
they had this like script that was like 5 or 6 sentences long, and
Like
they were
they didn't
gonna,
even pause. They just open their mouth. They say 3 words, and the crowd cheers.
It was
Crazy.
crazy cool. And so
I don't know why this wasn't on Disney Plus.
I
Okay.
think it's coming.
Ryan
they did
Seacrest
say
co-
Ryan Seacrest said this will be on Disney Plus in a few weeks.
Yes, Ryan Seacrest said on
Fingers
stage.
crossed.
He said, "Everybody smile in the audience because you're going to be on Disney Plus in a little bit." So it's
so
coming.
fingers crossed.
It's coming.
Hopefully you get to see it, Bennett.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was so interesting. Those 5 princesses individually got the cheer. Most of them are Disney legends themselves, I believe.
I
Certainly
believe.
Ming Na Wen.
Well, Ming Na Wen's so cool because she's in Marvel, Star Wars, and a princess.
She's
And
like literally
one of
the
only
only
ones that does
person that's all
three.
3.
Yeah. I didn't know princesses were. That was so cool. The picture. Wait, I can find this one. It was
Honestly,
so cool.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, but
And they were all, of course, wearing signature colors on stage, and it
Yes.
was just
and
this
so
beautiful visual.
it was pretty amazing to hear them all get their own standing ovation. I thought that was really awesome. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean,
yeah, it could be better.
It could be
oh
better.
wait, I already downloaded one.
I took
Oh,
one.
did you? Oh, Adam did download one. Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on. give me
Oh,
a sec.
it's the thumbnail. It's in the thumbnail.
It is, but I can find it.
I didn't actually download it. I
I took
copied
this
it. Just
picture
put that
because I
up.
wanted it.
All right. Well, this could be better, but here we
This.
go. It's gonna be in the no. This one's good. So do you see the bottom? Oh, I'll hide Chrissy's comment. Sorry, Chrissy.
There.
Anyway. Oh, I gotta hide this too. All right, there we go. So as
There
you can
you
see, so
go.
Jodie Benson all the way on the left, and then Ariel, and then Voice of Belle with her silhouettes, and from the right angle, they all lined up right with their characters, and that was just the most powerful thing I've ever seen on screen like
And
that.
it
Was
made
them
the stage
standing.
just so cool. I don't know. It was awesome.
It was
Yeah, it was
awesome.
beautiful. Yeah, it was so cool.
Oh yeah, total goosebumps. It was awesome. Can
Wait,
you get rid of that?
Yes.
Cool. Thanks, Eric.
Yes, I can. But you gotta let me do it.
All right, cool.
There we
All right,
go.
so
There you go.
But anyway, it was pretty awesome. That was
Yeah.
very, very, very cool. Who was after that? Oh, Martha Blanding.
Martha Blanding was
Martha Blanding.
awesome.
So
That
I
was-
don't know if you guys know Martha Blanding. You probably don't because she's a Disneyland park legend.
She
she's
is.
one of the first legends. Even when they give Disney Legend Awards to people for park contributions, it's almost always Imagineering.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's people like Bob Gurr, Tony Baxter, who not single-handedly, but were the project leads on some major rides.
Before we get there, Disney did a spectacular job because they kind of knew that the audience would be unfamiliar with Martha and who she was.
So they
and
gave her
so-
extra long to tell her story,
Yes, so they gave
like
her
through a video.
they
Yeah.
gave a video introduction of her telling her story of her entire life and why she's becoming a legend. Not why, but like why explaining her story. You were trying
She
to
just
understand
explained
why.
her story really well because it's not like her career was televised once again, like
Right.
some of the Harrison Fords and Jamie Lee
Exactly.
Curtis's. But she had such an interesting one.
And then they had the Dapper Dans come out and perform. The Disneyland Band came out and performed. They had some other just iconic like Main Street USA energy going on
Uh-huh.
for
Yeah.
Martha Blanding.
Mickey and Minnie were on stage.
Mickey and Minnie came out on stage for Martha Blanding. The only one that had Mickey and Minnie came out
I
on
believe
stage.
so, yeah.
And so it was super cool. But
Martha's story is just so cool. She started working for the parks, I guess, 50 years ago. It was 1971.
yeah.
She started out as a tour guide, and she will tell you herself she did not come from much, and she just had this amazing story of
Yeah, she's actually the first ever black woman tour guide.
Yeah,
Actually,
she
she was
was-
the first ever black tour guide.
yeah,
Yeah.
not even
Yeah.
just
Not even
woman.
just woman.
Yeah,
Wow.
and so
It was
she did
incredible.
that, and then she grew, and then she became like the top tour guide, and then she moved to different departments. She was a buyer in shopping,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and she just kept climbing in the company, and I think it's really cool that they handed her
And-
that award.
And she's touched. So many cast members came forward and said how she has touched her life.
It was
What
so
was
Their
so
cool.
lives.
cool? There were a lot
Yeah.
of cast members that like we know just
We
from
know
being
personally.
in the
The
park so
current
much.
ambassador's name is Jada. She's very sweet, and she
Uh-huh.
talks about Martha, who before she retired ended up at the management level, and so she would speak to cast members. She's just an icon within the community. She
And it
even-
was so cool to see like people we know talking so
yeah,
highly
she personally named people in her acceptance speech who were pretty immediate friends of ours.
Yeah.
And those were people that she named. And everyone in the cast community just said how much they loved Martha. And I just thought it was so cool. It
That
was just
someone like
something
her-
different. She's not, like a celebrity
Yeah.
in the Hollywood
Yeah,
sense.
that's my point. The fact that like someone that like her that is a Disney parks person
Mhm.
is getting the Legend Award just shows the depth of
Yeah.
the award and how much can go
Right.
into
It was so cool. Everyone that we
And-
know that had heard of her, like, absolutely loves her.
And the standing ovation she got was incredible, and I don't think it's something that she ever saw happening to her.
Yeah.
You know what? That's also
we
cool.
personally got to interact with her at her book signing, and she was so sweet, super duper kind, and I can tell you she definitely deserves the
Yeah,
award.
and she said it was Josh Tomorrow who called her and said, "Hey, we're gonna give you the Legend Award," and it was just so cool and so much emotion there.
was very
so
sweet.
It was really sweet.
It
Yeah,
really was.
And her
Joe
speech,
Rohde.
Yeah,
Yes.
Joe Rohde. Let's
oh my
go.
gosh,
And John Williams as well. Two
icons.
Two
Two
icons.
icons. For
so
sure.
Joe Rohde first. He also got his Legend Award. He was
honored by Jane Goodall.
That was
who
very
Did a
cool.
video. She couldn't be there in person, but she did a video honoring him with the award and telling stories about how she knew him and what she knew of him, and
But
it was
what
just
was so
incredible.
cool, so cool about Joe Rohde is like he's the creator of Animal
he's
Kingdom.
pretty much like
Exactly.
the
And-
project lead and creator of Animal Kingdom itself. Not only just Animal Kingdom,
But also Pandora.
And
also
Alani.
Pandora, Alani, the resort,
Mhm.
and just the authenticity that all those places have.
The care.
Everyone will tell
and
you
the
Joe
culture.
Rohde. Everyone will tell you Joe Rohde is
Mhm.
why. Yeah. The
Um,
ear impression just perfect. This is so funny. The guy sitting next to him in the audience mocked his ear to look like Joe
He
Rohde.
literally
Like-
dressed up like Joe Rohde. He had a Joe name tag, and his ear had the
all
Joe
the, all
Rohde.
the bling on it that he has, all the earrings and
I was like,
stuff. It
wow.
was so
it was like
funny.
a lifelong commitment
Everyone
to
around
Joe
us
Rohde.
thought it was Joe Rohde.
Yeah, the people in the audience behind us, they're like, "You're
And
sitting
frankly-
next to Joe Rohde," and then he said, "My name is not Joe Rohde," and he told us it was an
Yeah.
outfit.
And like that makes sense now,
Yeah.
looking back on it. But in the moment, it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I definitely think it's cool Joe Rohde got it. They said they were building Alani and it looked good, and then he just went deeper and questioned the authenticity of it
Mhm.
and
John
made it even more.
Williams was spectacular, though.
They had the Philharmonic come out.
They did
play
so
a medley of
Bennett
all of his
asked, was the
songs.
orchestra there? Sadly, no, except for John Williams at the very
Yeah.
end. That was the one time they came out, but it
So
was not the whole
was
show.
the LA Philharmonic, and it was this spectacuar. Phil, did I say it wrong? I said it right. No, I
No,
said it right.
Philharmonic. You said it
right.
Philharmonic. Yeah.
No, you're good.
So they had them come out, and the screen that we showed you with the princesses raised and elevated was the entire LA Philharmonic playing a John Williams medley.
And that top piece of the screen then played clips from Star Wars and
And
Indiana
Indiana
Jones
Jones.
over the music.
Over
Crazy,
the
crazy
visuals.
cool.
Oh my
it was so
gosh.
good. And John Williams couldn't be there, which I was sad about, but he also is.
Thank you so much for doing
Aw,
that.
thank
Really appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, I was sad John Williams wasn't there, but I do understand. I do understand.
I do.
And
John
just-
Williams wasn't there. He is probably I don't know. He's maybe the oldest legend there.
Probably.
So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that he wasn't there. Because they said he's pretty private at this point, but he's had the most incredible career, and I think it's amazing that they gave him that award.
Yeah. Oh,
I
another
was
one that
surprised it
really
took so long,
blew me away
frankly.
that I loved was Frank Oz.
Frank Oz.
That was very
an
cool.
incredible one. He was honored by Danny DeVito, who
Pretty
came
funny.
out, and
All I could hear was Phil from Hercules.
that's all I could
Yeah,
hear.
Danny DeVito. He brought out Frank, right?
Yeah,
He
Frank-
brought out
yeah.
Frank Oz.
no,
No, did he do Simpsons? The
it was.
Simpsons
You're
guy?
right.
I don't remember.
Now I don't remember.
The
I thought it was.
oh no, it was the Simpsons guy.
yeah,
His
no,
name
Danny DeVito brought out the
James-
Simpsons guy.
something James.
They-
L.
yes.
Brooks.
Danny,
James L. Brooks.
Yeah,
he did
Danny
James L.
DeVito
Brooks.
brought out James L. Brooks.
That was also great.
My
That was
bad.
for the Simpsons.
No, but somebody cool did announce Frank Oz,
Yeah,
and that's why
okay.
I thought it was Danny DeVito. But now I can't remember who it was.
Anyway,
Yeah.
somebody brought out
Frank
Frank Oz.
Oz.
Frank
and
Oz.
Frank Oz did a spectacular job, and his speech was also really emotional.
Really
was.
emotional and really powerful. He said his whole life, even with all of his amazing work playing Yoda, being in the Muppets, he was incredible. He said he's always struggled with confidence his whole life and has never really felt like he lived to be his true self. And I thought that was
And-
really interesting. All right, thank you. So
Thank
good
you
to
for
see you,
engaging.
Jaden.
But it was so interesting because he talked about the importance of loving yourself and loving what you do and accepting who you are. And I thought it was really
And he
beautiful and
said
powerful.
it was really, really. This was the emotional part. He's like, please don't wait until you're
My age.
75 and my age to
To not
your
be
most,
afraid to
Yeah.
be yourself.
Yeah, he said, I'm now my most happy and authentic self, and it took until 75, and I hope you guys can find that place quicker.
yeah,
I thought that was
cool.
interesting.
I thought it was
Yeah.
very sweet.
All right, so
That was
next
sweet.
up is anyone else?
James L.
Spider-Man.
Brooke was there. Like I
um,
said, it was Danny DeVito. Spider-Man. Oh, his name was Ditka.
Yeah, Steve.
oh,
Steve
yeah,
Ditka.
Steve
the
Ditka,
That was
Marvel
incredible.
animator.
Marvel animator.
Yeah,
that
he was
cool.
super cool.
His
He passed
his
away.
nephew came on stage to accept it for him.
Yeah, I
'cause
thought that was very sweet.
He's passed on.
And then the one that
um,
was interesting to me, I'm forgetting her name right now, but the costume designer,
Colleen Atwood.
Colleen Atwood.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. That was also a beautiful honoring of her.
This one was cool because she literally did the costume design for things like Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, Into the Woods, the live
Little
action Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid, so many of
So
Disney's
many
live action
more.
films.
And the design was beautiful, just gorgeous. And to see the care and videos from behind the scenes of the care that she puts into her work
Yeah.
was spectacular.
It was very cool. Very,
Mhm.
very cool. So a
So
lot
awesome.
of very kind and amazing and talented and deserving people won Disney Legends, and we were so excited to be in the
All right,
audience.
yeah,
James
so last
Cameron
one,
was on.
Kelly Ripa.
Kelly
was
Ripa.
so
Kelly
cool.
Ripa.
She
So
was funny.
If I can tell this one, I think it's so cool, Kelly Ripa's story, because she said as an actor, she has been employed by Disney for 35 years, and to be employed by the same company for that long in this industry is
Oh,
spectacular.
yes.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And she mentioned she started on All My Children, which is ABC, and then she's done a bunch of talk shows and all these appearances. Kelly and Ryan, I think it was Kelly and Mark at some point. Anyways, she's very entertaining.
Super
and,
funny.
For
she
sure.
said herself, she's like, I didn't know why Disney Legends made any sense, but Disney owns ABC, and they've done that across the companies, and it was really special.
Yeah.
Uh,
Next up,
This-
Angela Bassett. That one
Yeah.
was great.
Like, okay, I keep going to say this person was truly deserving. There wasn't anyone who wasn't deserving, I have to
But
tell you.
Angela
but Angela
Bassett-
Bassett, oh my goodness.
So I fell in love with Angela Bassett when she did the candlelight processional at Disneyland and narrated
Nope.
Different
That
person.
was Viola Davis.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
You're,
No,
you're
I did-
ruining it. No.
Yeah.
Angela
wait.
Bassett, she narrated.
did the Imagineering story.
The Imagineering story.
There
That's
you
when
go,
he fell in
Adam.
love with
That's
her.
the one.
She narrated the
She
Imagineering
has
story.
Such a voice.
Her
Oh
voice
my
is so
goodness.
powerful.
Oh my gosh, I loved her narration of the Imagineering story. It was just so
It was
spectacular.
fantastic. Yeah,
Mhm.
she did
and
a
of course,
great
we
job.
loved her from Black Panther, but hearing her
Imagineering
tell
story
those
did it.
stories as Angela Bassett, not just as Queen Ramonda, was incredible.
Yeah, it was very, very cool. She had a very sweet introduction from Ryan Coogler, who's the director of the 2 Black Panther
Yes.
movies.
But she's just so great, and even when she gave her acceptance speech, she had such a grand voice. It was just so great to listen to.
And yes, she
An
did the talking.
enchantment.
That you have
Yes.
everything you need to make your dreams come true.
Yes,
The whole "You are the
so
magic."
good.
You she actually said that in her
She did.
speech.
She said, "You are the
said, "You are the
magic."
magic" at the end of her speech.
And
Yeah.
I was like, my inner Disney World fan was just so happy.
Yes,
It
I
was
hope
know.
you
so
guys
good.
get to see what we're talking about. It's going to be on Disney Plus eventually. So we hope you guys get to see the Legend ceremony at some
That's
point.
pretty much the entire expo, though.
We didn't talk a ton about the show floor tonight, but those were the 3 panels, and those were all the big announcements. Nothing was announced on the show floor.
No.
So I think
And
that's
to
why.
and we did talk about a lot on the show floor, though. We talked about the Imagineering and the shopping and all the stuff we did there. So.
we did the
We
merch
did.
hall.
There was a car show that was rad though.
There was a cool car show.
It had Sharpay Evans' car, the Tron light cycle, and the motorcycle that he
in the normal
Flynn.
world, yeah.
In the normal
and
world,
then they
Flynn.
also
Yeah,
had
the
One of the
Ducati
Flynns.
bike.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
they also had 2 of the Love Bug, Herbie the Love Bug.
Two of
They
the Herbie
did.
the Love Bugs.
One from Herbie Fully Loaded and one from a TV show in the 90s that looks more like the classic one from the original movies.
They had Emma Swan's car. They had all of the Muppet cars from the Muppet movies.
Yeah.
The
was
van and
The really tiny one,
tiny
the
taxi,
beat up
and the
taxi.
tiny little
I don't
police
even-
car.
Yeah, the police car, I think is what it is.
Yep.
It was really
It was
cool.
incredible.
Really, really cool things at the
Well,
expo floor. They had the
I
TVA.
do have to say, it was very nice to geek out for a little bit.
It
I've been
was.
dying to talk about this.
They did have
Yeah,
Sharpay's
Sharpay's
car.
car.
We freaked.
I know. I have so
out.
many pictures in front of it.
I don't-
I
where's
think I
my
got one
phone?
every day.
It
Yeah, we'll send. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we'll send you a photo of it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was-
so cool.
Yeah,
So-
Sharpay's car was amazing.
we literally had probably one of the greatest weekends ever. Like,
Ever.
It
It's
was
so fun.
so
Also,
fun.
this was kind of fun. They had a Tron light cycle, like the one that's at Light Cycle Run in Orlando, but we got it in California. So I was like, hey,
Hey.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
There was
really, really
announced a
cool.
new Tron movie coming. We didn't mention
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
Tron
oh,
Ares.
yeah.
We missed that in the movie panel.
That looks good.
That looks interesting.
It looks
Jared Leto
interesting.
is in it. I think he's playing a bad guy.
It's about the Tron, someone from Tron coming into our world and trying to take it over.
Tron is so interesting to me because it's such this cool universe. I love the aesthetic of it, but the movies themselves haven't always been the actual peak
Right.
Tron. Do you know what I mean?
Funny enough,
And
to
they've
me,
always been a little bit disjointed from each other.
well, to me, the Tron is such a cool concept with the motorcycles, and I love the ride
The
and the
discs.
discs,
Yeah.
and like electronica was so cool.
Yeah.
But they have never been my favorite movies.
The animated TV show almost
That was
did a
good.
better
That was
job.
really good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved the
That.
animated
Yeah, I
TV
love the
show.
animated TV show. Tron Uprising. That's the Disney XD in us. Oh my gosh.
We're
Oh,
the
so
right era
good.
for
Yeah,
it, I don't
yeah.
know
We
what to
really
say.
are. Electronica at the parks.
Yeah, a lot of cool
Before
stuff
Mad
with
Tea
Tron.
Party.
The wildest thing to me though about the Parks panel, I know going around a little bit, but you said electronica, was that they opened with the Mad Tea Party.
They did. So
They
this was the
did.
Parks panel. They opened with the actual band that used to do the Mad Tea Party. We've told everyone under the sun about Mad Tea Party because it was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And this band was amazing. They played Separate Ways by Journey. They played Call Me. They played just a
Great
bunch of
bunch of great
totally fun
songs.
rock
Hey,
songs.
Tron is Daft Punk period, and
Yeah.
love it. And
Great
great
to-
Detroit. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
thank
Fun
you.
It was
recap.
great to see you. I know you were at the expo, so it was cool. I'm glad we had a good recap showing off the really fun things that we did. We had a
So much
blast.
fun. Oh my gosh. I'm sure there's stuff we've missed mentioning simply because so much happened this week.
We probably missed something, but that's just how
That's
it goes.
just how it goes. We're human.
Yeah. Tron is epic though, and like I said, fingers crossed that this go around at the movie is something worthwhile.
Yeah.
Just because Tron, like I said, is so cool for the fact
Oh
that
yeah, Simple
it's-
Plan was there. Sorry, I'm looking at Connor's comment. I got really distracted.
Simple Plan
That
did
was
play at
awesome.
D23. They actually
Um,
Mickey was their guitarist. It was epic.
It was epic. I forgot about that.
They had
but yeah,
so many amazing and epic experiences that I think it's just a Disney fan's dream. They had interrogation rooms, kind of like Turtle Talk with Crush with the TVA. They brought you in, they gave you your assignment. They had Miss Minutes giving instructions to one of them.
yep.
And that doesn't even include, so there were panels themselves that were not the Honda Center. So like you got to have like a fun montage and interview with Dan Povenmire and Swampy Marsh.
They did a cast of Percy Jackson panel where they
those-
talked about the new
Those two
season.
guys are the directors
yeah.
with Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and
yeah,
Ferb.
so it was a
I
Phineas and
know,
Ferb
the
party.
TVA
The
was so
TVA,
cool.
it was so cool.
Yeah, not to mention iconic shopping, some really cool stuff, and then
Oh, they did an incredible tribute to the Sherman Brothers as well.
they did a really great tribute to the classic music.
We
Haley
did not
Mills was there.
unfortunately make it into that one, but it was the content we've seen come from it, like people posting the videos,
Well,
was simply
and Haley
so
Mills singing "Let's Get
emotional.
Together." It was
I know,
so
I
so
cool.
know that
So
one. I'm
cool.
actually really jealous that we didn't get to go to.
Yeah, that's okay. All
That's
right,
okay, though.
We have more content coming from
We
D23.
do.
I swear.
We'll post more of these videos of what happened.
It will hopefully be more organized than tonight. Tonight was like the day after the expo. We just wanted to come on and talk with you guys.
And
You guys
deep
are
dive.
basically our friends. We just wanted to talk about how much fun we had at this expo and
And
all the crazy things that
A
happened.
Oh,
recap,
yeah.
and maybe we'll take some snippets from this and post it too. So you might see some.
Yeah, you
You
might
might
see some
see some of
clips
this
from
online.
this.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Honda
yeah.
Center was amazing.
It
so
really
before
was.
we go though, I'm starving, so I want to talk about food.
What are we talking about?
Are we
food
gonna
with?
eat or just talk about food?
I think we should just talk about food.
What
yeah.
are we gonna talk
Okay.
about? food?
Well, so I don't know. Disney food is the best, and what do you guys think about? Like, do you guys have like a favorite Disney snack?
yeah, I like that.
You're gonna make me hungrier than I am.
I know.
Do you guys have a favorite?
My
Disney
favorite
snack?
is pickles,
We're
personally.
putting together. Well, so we have our book, The Ultimate Disneyland Food Guide, of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
Where we talk about all our favorite Disneyland
And
food.
we have our
Right.
Disney snacks bucket list,
Yes.
which is also
Also
awesome.
fun.
And
But
so
what were
I'm
you saying?
curious, like, what snacks would you guys put on a Disney snack bucket list?
Ooh,
What's
you
your
just want to
favorite?
know?
Yeah.
I will say,
Dole Whip. Nice.
in the convention center and the Honda Center this week, they had Mickey shaped ice creams. So good.
So
So
good.
good.
Oh my gosh, walking around a convention center,
With
tired
a Mickey
feet,
bar.
all this stuff. You get to kick it off and have a Mickey bar. It tasted so good. That was
Also,
that was
once
very
again,
smart of them.
I have to say, shout out to the cosplayers because I saw so many like Marvel heroes and Disney princesses walking around with Mickey ice cream bars, and that was so entertaining. To
I was
me.
like, we're living in utopia right now.
I
I'm
know,
just
it's
saying.
perfect.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
were saying though?
Oh no, that's exactly what I was
Oh,
trying
just
to
wanna
bring
talk
up.
about
yeah, I just
food.
wanna talk-
Yeah.
yeah, that was
All right.
exactly right.
Christian Salgado, Dole Whip.
Dole
Nice.
Whip.
Usually I say Dole Whip is my favorite, but I'm on a Mickey Mouse ice cream tear right now.
yeah,
So
Actually,
I have to be
I think we
honest.
have some in the freezer to be
Yeah.
honest.
You want to? Yeah.
I'm gonna go get one of those right now.
All right.
Well,
Frankly,
Oh, we did see this. So there was an interview.
Oh,
there was
yes.
like it's kind of similar to Turtle Talk with Crush. There was a way to talk to Mickey. Sadly, we did not do that one.
It looked awesome.
Keeping our
though.
fingers crossed we can do it at the next
Yeah.
D23 because it looked really special.
I hope they
um,
bring that back because
Mickey
I would love
waffles
to do
and
it.
pancakes. That's the
Ooh,
best.
Mickey
Ooh.
waffles. So good.
Anything
good.
Mickey shaped is
Anything
incredible.
Mickey shaped.
Frankly,
Yeah,
So good.
good stuff. Do you have a favorite item? Because you kind of brought this
Oh,
subject on.
Well, I think Dole Whip like Christian Salgado, but it's funny because like it's not my favorite snack,
right.
but because I can get like ice cream on Main Street is probably my favorite, but I can get
And
ice
that's
cream
the funny
anywhere.
thing. You get ice cream
You know
anywhere.
what I
But
mean?
just being
Right.
on Main Street, that's like Starbucks on Main Street if you know
Yeah,
us.
yeah, that's
if you
the
know
best.
us,
And so I feel like I should say Dole Whip because it's the only like Disney exclusive
Right.
like snack that I would like really really love.
Yeah.
But then I think I'd normally pick like Starbucks on Main Street or
Yeah.
like
okay.
something like that.
So this is actually a super
Yeah,
niche one.
Exactly, Chrissy.
Starbucks on Main
Starbucks.
Street. Let's go.
Super niche snack that I need to mention. They only have this sometimes, but they have pineapples dipped in dark chocolate, and those
That is
are the
unique.
best thing in the world.
They're great.
Okay, Mark's correct. The food at Tokyo looks spectacular. I'm just
I
for
would
the
visit
food,
just
I
for
would
the
go.
food for sure.
Ever get to go to Tokyo, which so hoping it's happening. If we do,
We're gonna make it
Yeah,
happen
we're gonna eat so
eventually.
much food because it looks amazing. The crazy thing is, it's not even that expensive out there. I think so.
From what I heard, I think just getting there is the expensive part. Once you're there, it's not too bad.
Yeah, they said park admission's only like $50 a day or something, as opposed to I think it's like 120 in America right now. So just
And then
That's
even
like
the
more
merch
than
is
half.
a little less expensive.
yeah,
Ooh,
Jolly Holiday.
nice.
These macaroons,
Those things are
those
legendary.
sweet. Those are good. Yeah, those surprise me.
Also, shout out to the chocolate chip muffins everywhere at
Oh
Disney.
yeah,
Those are always good.
around the hotels.
Mhm.
I
Those
know
are, frankly, I think they're better than some
I know.
of their
Yeah, they don't
cupcakes.
allow live streaming.
they
at
don't no
Tokyo.
streaming in Tokyo. I thought that was
Yeah,
interesting.
That was
Because
interesting.
you can do recorded content, you just can't stream. So I thought that was really interesting.
Very interesting.
So we're gonna
I'm
that's gonna
curious
be
about
a
that.
that's gonna be we're gonna have to check ourselves just because we're totally gonna like want to stream for you guys from the park, and we're just gonna have to have it all be recorded.
Yeah. We'll have to come here and do like another dump after a
Same
Tokyo
thing.
trip,
Same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do just that.
so we can tell you guys all about it, even though we can't
Whoa.
show it to you that way.
Welcome to the brand new Insider Studio. This was so fun chatting
This is
with
our
you guys.
first
Yes.
live stream in our new studio. We didn't talk about that too much, but you guys should know if you're still watching. Yeah, this is we moved recently, and
And we're gonna be fixing some
yes,
Some
we,
of these.
need, we
and,
needed
like-
to. Yeah, the lighting's not perfect.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get there. Though.
We're
To
gonna
all
keep
of you
improving
who have
it.
been here the entire time, thank you for spending almost 3 hours with us.
Yeah, it's
We've
crazy.
had a fun time chatting. I know. So people have been on most of the time. Bennett has been on for a long time,
Yeah.
and so has
Jaden left, but
Jaden
but
left,
he was
but
on from
he
the
was on
beginning
from
up
the
until a
beginning.
couple minutes ago.
John Hale has been on a long time. Christian Salgado.
Yes, Connor's been on a long
Yep.
time.
Yeah. Oh, and then Jerry has been on.
Yeah,
from the very
Jerry's been on a long.
first
I think
second.
he was like got on a flight and then it landed,
I know.
and
So
he's
Yeah.
and he's still on. 'cause
Jerry-
he was
Still
on at the
on.
beginning.
Jerry was on at the beginning. Then he got on the airplane and got off an airplane and was still on. I'm
Mhm.
like, that's super commitment. So shout out to Jerry.
Yes.
Shout out
Oh,
to Jerry.
Pedro's been on a long time as
He
well.
has,
Thank
Yes,
you
he
very
has.
much.
For sure.
Christian Salgado for sure.
And I'm
Christine
sure
Olivia.
there's probably somebody who's been watching and hasn't commented at all.
Yeah, they may have
that's been
not
on, though.
commented. That
Yeah.
we can just
so
see
shout
by
out
comments.
to you as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
right,
Well,
so-
I
This has
think
been
we're gonna
fun.
letting at almost 3 hours. You guys are amazing.
You guys
Thank you
really
for letting
are.
us just talk our heads off about one of the most fun weekends we've had in a really long
Oh
time.
yeah, all the new merch, all the announcements.
We got to clean up the
pentatonics.
studio
I
now.
hope
'cause
you
we-
enjoyed the news because there is new news now.
Yes, hopefully you heard some news from us from the announcements, and hopefully if you knew then you got to just talk about the cool stuff with us.
Thanks
Yeah.
for hanging with us. Be sure to subscribe, but I'm sure if you're still on, you probably are subscribed.
All right.
But
Yes.
if you aren't, I'm Kara.
I'm Adam,
I'm Eric.
and we are
The Insiders. Thanks for choosing Magic today.
Yeah, I love
See
it,
you
Kara.
guys next time.